Hi guys, greetings to everyone whatever your time may be. Guys, please join. Once you join, please power tap your screen, share the live broadcast so we get more participants. Power tap your screen, please. Hello Riz Ross, thanks for joining. Please power tap your screen, guys. Power tap your screen once you get in. Power tap your screen so we get more participants. Hello Mr. I'm Blessed Official, thanks for joining. Guys, I'm sorry I'm late. Hussam, thanks for joining. Danny Putin, thanks for joining. Yes sir, greetings to you. I'm sorry. Get back to me. I'm sorry. No, don't be upset. The thing is, most of these people, we don't have their contacts. We don't communicate directly. So don't get upset, please. Guys, please power tap your screen, share the live broadcast. Don't worry. Again, when she gets here this evening, I'll ask her to share her email. Remember, she told us the last time that's the best way to get to her is through emails. Yeah, she can delay to reply your WhatsApp message or your comments on any of her videos. But if you send her an email, she will reply. Hello, Mr. Breezy. I see you. Thanks for joining. Angel of the Holy Spirit, thanks for joining. Guys, please, if you're just joining, power tap your screen, share the live broadcast so we get more participants. Please power tap your screen. Rosemary, thanks for joining. Mama Africa, thanks for joining. Guys, please power tap your screen. Adapa, thanks for joining. Power tap your screen. Share the aquarium. Wow, amazing. Gaza 90, thanks for joining. Please power tap your screen. Guys, I'm so sorry I'm late. For those who will be watching us from YouTube, if you're seeing this face for the very first time, thanks for joining. My name is Martha Gibbs, aka Mama BK, and I am the one and only original Mrs. Maeke. We come live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. UAE time and 4 p.m. Cameroon time, to discuss about the harsh realities of life for Africans in the diaspora. We have taken this initiative to bring Africans all over diaspora together in our own little way, so we can share ideas on how to improve on ourselves, how we can self-develop ourselves, how we can get better jobs. So please power tap your screen, share the live broadcast so we get more participants. For those who will be watching us from YouTube and Facebook, please, you can as well encourage your friends and family members to join us, to subscribe, to follow our platforms. Yes, guys, power tap your screen. Mr. I'm Blessed, I'm still with you, trust me. I'm still with you. We are together, don't worry. I didn't want to disturb Teacher B, that's why I allowed her enjoy her holiday. And it's almost coming to an end, and I know she'll be resuming on Monday, which is the 28th of August. I believe she will reply you here. And through email is the best. So she said. Hello, Gift Boy. Thanks for joining. I see you. Welcome. If it's your first time, guys, you're highly welcome. Please power tap your screen. We discuss the harsh realities. We encourage Africans to share their life stories, their true life stories, their experiences. And we are planning to start our podcast. So if you're interested to be one of our guests, you can DM me. I'm fine, thank you, sir. Mr. I'll call you Mr. Gin 969 because this other part of it, I can't. Okay, Sajid. Thanks for joining, Mr. Sajid. How are you doing, sir? Thanks for joining. We appreciate you for coming. So we are encouraging Africans in the diaspora to share their stories, real life stories. We don't want fake stories. And we encourage people to share more of the positive aspects of it, because we believe by so doing, you'll be motivating someone out there. There are thousands of Africans who are going through so much difficulties. And if you share your experience, you'll be encouraging someone out there, because they'll be like, this thing I'm going through. So there's someone out there. You never know. Your story may be similar to someone else's story out there. Oh, Mr. Gift Boy says, like me. You see, Mr. Gift Boy is here testifying already. So please, if you're interested, you can send us a request or tell me in the comment section and I'll send you an invite. You just need to confirm, join us, tell us where you're streaming from, your name, then you can go ahead with your contribution. It's all about love. It's all about like giving a hand of friendship to someone out there. So please keep power tapping your screen, keep sharing if possible, inviting your friends and family members to join us. Guys, please in the comment section, tell us where you're streaming from. Tell us where you're streaming from in the comment section. We are doing everything possible to bring our fellow African brothers and sisters all over the world together in our own little way. So do not underestimate your voice. Your voice is powerful. Never you underestimate your voice, because your voice is powerful. You're relevant to our community. You're relevant to the society. So we consider everyone to be very important. All the 12 participants we have right now, I love you guys so much. You guys are very important to me and to our community. Guys, please keep power tapping your screen. So I'll be sending invites to all the participants we have right now, since no one wants to be the first. But I always love and appreciate our first speaker of the day. Whoever is courageous enough to be our first speaker, we always appreciate you. You know, especially when we are using UAE as our case study. For the UAE are the real hustlers. The hustlers. It's other Africans in other the world are not actually. You guys are hustling. See this. To get a job is not easy. To maintain that job is not easy. To receive your salary is not a problem. But to manage that your little salary, especially in this UAE, I'm talking out of experience. I know what I've been through. This initiative is actually coming out of experience. Hello, Sister Zara Beauty. Hello, Teacher B. Hello, Tracy White. I see you guys. Thanks for joining. Teacher B, we need you. Our people are hungry. Our people are thirsty for knowledge. And Teacher B, trust me, you have it. Mama, we need you. Our people need you. Mama, please, we need you to share your email address with us. And again, we want you to repeat how you want our emails to look like. You and I know there are thousands of Africans who are leaving Africa as teachers, but they come out here to work as cleaners. They come out here to do funny jobs and they are taking funny salaries. Trust me, Africans today are ready to sacrifice their money. Africans are ready to take a cleaning job, sacrifice their salary to better themselves. Please, we need you, Teacher B. We need you. Hello, Sister Zara Beauty. Thanks for joining. Greetings to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for joining. How are you doing?
Fine.
So what do you have for us today? Where are you streaming from, please?
I'm streaming from Libya.
Oh, Libya. We've had people from Libya. Wow, amazing. So how is Libya today?
Thank God it's fine.
Wow, amazing. So what can you tell us about Libya?
Libya is just like us the place. So we Nigeria, we are, even it's not only Nigeria, most of an Africa, we are here to also to do domestic work. We can understand, work with those Arab. So that's just it.
Wow, amazing. God bless your hustle. My sister, don't worry, you will make it. You will make it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Well, we'll move to the next speaker. Let's listen to what Mr. Ugochin. Agochin. Hello, sir, please. How are you doing? By the way, please, did I pronounce your name well? Hello, Mr. Agochin, are you with us?
Hello.
Thanks for joining. Good evening to you.
Yes, good evening from here.
From Italy?
Yeah, this is my first time of joining your program.
Wow.
No, I'm streaming from Bangkok.
I can't hear you.
I think my network is disturbing or something.
But it's a little bit okay now. So, thank you, sir. Please, can you introduce yourself again?
Hello.
Yes, sir. I can get you now loud and clear.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You can go ahead. You've got the mic.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Mr. Agochin, you can go ahead. You've got the mic. We can hear you. Hello, sir. Mm. Mm. Mm.
I think it's better I come up again because
We can hear you. You can speak to us. It's fine now.
network is
So, Teacher B gave us a topic last week. She gave us a topic. She was requesting that we discuss on it this week. Let me see. She gave us but today, okay, Teacher B wanted us to discuss about hygiene and personal branding. So please keep power tapping, keep sharing the live broadcast. Teacher B, I believe you still remember. You wanted us to discuss on it should be hygiene and personal branding, yeah. So guys, power tap your screen, share the live broadcast. So I have seen only one person has shared, and Teacher B is around already. I don't know if she remembers. Teacher B, are you still with us? Because she has a lot. Yes, people have a lot of experience on this topic. So I will encourage you to encourage more participants. I think we should go live on Facebook as well. Let me get my other phone. This is a powerful topic. Just give me a moment. Let me get. Remember, guys, when it comes to this topic, we are not focusing on what has happened already or what is happening. We are focusing on what we can do to improve on our hygiene and our personal branding, how we can rebrand ourselves. What has happened has happened. What you saw, you've already seen it. Now, we just want to encourage the 13 participants we have here now on the best way they can improve themselves, on how they can rebrand themselves. So please invite more participants, and it will do us more good if you can have a book with you and at least a pen, if you can jot a few points, because remember, we usually have amazing speakers. That one, I thank God. By the grace of God, God has put the right people here with us. We have amazing speakers who are willing to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. No matter how painful it is, they are willing to tell you. You get upset, but they want you to pick at least one thing. You can get angry. You might not like everything our speakers will say, but they are not saying it because they want you to feel bad. They are not saying it because they hate you, because they want to insult you, or because they feel too rich. No. They are saying it because they practiced some of these things and they are better persons. They are better today. So they believe by sharing these harsh realities with you, you will pick a thing or two. And if you practice it in your own personal life, you will become a better person. Most people didn't come to diaspora and and their first job was the best. There are so many people who don't even love their jobs, who don't even love even the jobs they are doing now. There are even some people taking huge salaries, but they don't still actually love their jobs. So if you're lucky enough to meet people who love their jobs and are willing to give you insights and are willing to share secrets on how they got some of these jobs, you should be appreciative. If they tell you hygiene and personal branding is very important, it means it's a secret. They have been doing it and it's working for them. Please encourage someone to join us. Let me put my phone here. So if you have any experience on hygiene towards Africans in the diaspora, you can come and share with us. And if you have any idea on how you think Africans can rebrand themselves so we can change the narratives, what people think about us, if you have an idea, if you have something to say on how we can change that narratives, guys, please come up and share with us. Remember, your voice is very important. Your experience is very important. It doesn't matter how little. Hello, Sister Grace. Oh my goodness, guys, we have an amazing lady here. We have an amazing lady, this Sister Grace. I worked with her back then when I was working for Orange as a sales agent. Oh my goodness. God bless you, ma. God bless you. So today, for those who are just joining, we are discussing about personal hygiene. Personal hygiene, and we are discussing about hygiene and personal branding. It's all about life for Africans in the diaspora. Remember, we are discussing the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's about us. It's about you and I. So we are not ashamed of everything. It has happened already. It has happened. It's happening to us. For those who keep saying, I see some Africans in the bus. I see them in the metro. And they really look shabby. They look dirty. Guys, it's time for us to discuss about it. Come here. Come here and say it. We can do something about it. The last time, so many people here were encouraging people that there are things you get from day to day. You must not be buying, you must not buy from Zara. You must not buy from all the branded shops, the big names. No, you can get your stuffs from your normal day to day. It all depends on your combination and how neat it looks on you. You get roll-on and some perfume, some sprays. It's very possible. Hello, Mr. Black Local. Hello, Mr. Black Local. Are you with us? Yes. Yes, Teacher B. We are discussing on the topic you brought the last time, hygiene and personal branding. That's what you wanted us to discuss on this Wednesday, and we are live on it already. We have a okay. Mr. Douglas says I'm working now, and our teacher B is here. Thank you so much for accepting, teacher B. God will bless you because you're always here. God will bless you. Welcome, man.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, teacher B. We are so glad to have you again. See, your people have been messaging me again and again and again. They want to get to you, but there's no way. Thank you so much for coming. I promise them that I don't discuss with you privately. Everything we do is here on the platform. And I explained to them that you love it when they send you emails. I promise, I asked them to be here. I hope they are here. I don't want anybody to come and crucify me again.
No, wow, I'm not a bully. I'm not that bad now. Haba.
They kept telling me I sent her a message and she didn't respond. She's not saying anything. I was like, please don't worry, guys. Wednesday is not far. Teacher B will come.
I'm so sorry. Honestly, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people have been trying to reach out to me. Some send messages, and if I read your message on TikTok and I don't respond to you, maybe it's because you just come and say, hello, how are you? Or I saw you on Mata Gift's show. I liked what you said, and I will say thank you. You've not asked for my help, or you've not said anything that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, warrants me to give you a response to that. So it just ends with a hello, hi. But if you engage in something that needs me to respond to you, I'll talk to you. I do that. I'm not that stern, guys. Come on.
So, Teacher B, the thing is, please, I want you to share your email again, even if it's in the comment section, because most of them really want to get to you. One really reached out and he was like, I love your program. I too want to elevate. I want to take a course. I've been saving my money and at least now I have something. I can go to school. Like we are doing something, teacher B. People have been listening.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you. At least you're observing. It's
Yeah.
there. My email is there. I pinned
Eh,
it on my profile.
okay, so they should go back and just do it. I don't know.
It's there. I don't want to put my number because it becomes difficult for me to control when it's on WhatsApp. People
Yeah.
will start, you start getting too many messages, and I don't really like all of that. Too
Mm.
many messages and all that. Then I will not be able to handle it. But if it's an email, I can quickly rush through that and read what you have to say, and we can
See,
chat.
Queen is there confirming everything. It's on her page. It's written there. See, I don't understand.
People want the easy way out. Like
Mm.
they just want you to hand them their number so they can start calling you whenever they want to. With an
Yeah.
email, you discover that if it's not something that is really, really important, the person will not sit down and write you the message. That's why I prefer that.
That's
It's
true.
for,
That's
for,
true.
for my own sanity too.
Mm-hmm. Very important. Okay, thank you so much, Teacher B. And Queen, I really do appreciate you as well. So, Teacher B, you remember you wanted us to discuss on hygiene and personal branding.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. So we are here, and wow, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much. Please keep sharing, keep power tapping because we need Africans to be here today. We need them to be here because, especially our women, we need you
the,
guys,
the
please.
the issue is I brought up this topic, but I I kind of had like a pullback to talk about it because I think am trying to choose my words carefully because I may this topic is very sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic, and there's no other way to go about it than doing it the raw way. You
Mm.
know, that's why today it kind of came through my mind. I was like, wow, if today I come here, what really can I share? I thought of what I can say without, being hurtful or being too vulgar or something. And I'm still, you can really see I'm struggling to talk because I'm struggling to choose my words carefully.
Mm-hmm.
And
See, someone is here, Lady Anne. She's saying, please speak it codedly.
yeah, so that's why you see I'm
Mm-hmm.
really, really trying to be very careful with words. When it
Yeah.
comes to personal hygiene, like I shared with you on Friday, that's something that most of us claim. Let me not say claim. Most of us, we feel like we are practicing it, but honestly, I don't think we are, either we are doing it, but maybe some of us cannot be doing it well. And there are very, very little
Hi,
tips
sisters.
that hello, that some of us do. If there are guys here, guys, learn and learn for your sisters and your girlfriends.
Mm.
But what I'm saying will suit more, go more with the ladies. When it comes to personal hygiene, we live in a country where the temperature of this country is, first of all, one big issue. It's very killing. So within the day, we are bound to, one or two times have this, not pleasant smells.
Yeah.
So with what I do is I practice what I call my picky pocket. Most of us go around carrying big bags. I really wonder what people carry in those big bags. So ladies, come closer. Let me tell you what you should carry in those big bags. Okay? Some of the things that I have 5 things that they do not leave my handbag.
Mm-hmm.
5 things are always in my handbag. The first one is wet wipes. Some people think wet wipes are only for babies. No, I use wet wipes more than babies even. Like, when you walk around, the next 2 or 3 hours of you walking around, you get all sweaty, you get all, you know, you go to the bathroom, when you take a toilet break, that's what you do with the wet wipes. You like easily just take a mini bath with that. You clean the smelly parts, right? You just
Mm.
like refresh yourself. So every lady, especially the ladies, practice carrying wet wipes around you. You can be somewhere, you may need to clean something, or you may even get sweaty somewhere. You just kindly pull out your wet wipes and clean around, and you feel refreshed. You feel clean. I buy wet wipes that have good perfume.
Mm-hmm.
I buy wet wipes. There are some of them that the fragrance they are so good. Like when you refresh yourself, you really feel like you just took a bath again. The next thing I carry around in my bag is lip balm.
Mm.
Lip balm. I talk for a living, so I spend my entire day talking. There's probability that my lips will get all cranky, and it is not pleasant in the eyes. Is it medically okay to use wet wipes in certain parts? It depends on the wet wipes. When you're buying wet wipes, especially ladies, be very careful. Don't buy the ones that have alcohol.
Mm.
Then you cannot use it down. If you buy these ones, buy wet wipes that are alcohol free. The ones that have alcohol are just, you can use them to disinfect your hands. But those that do not have alcohol, you can use them everywhere. So the ones I buy, they're mostly the alcohol free ones. So I can use them everywhere. So, and then the next one is lip balm, just to refresh your face. After cleaning around, you can refresh your face. Use your lip balm to refresh your face. The next thing I carry around all the time is deodorant. Goodness, Jesus, please. Dubai has made it so cheap. Like, if you go today, you can literally see deodorants for 5 dirhams even. You will see deodorants for as cheap as 5, 8, 10 dirhams.
Mm.
Always carry a deodorant around. Like I said the other day, I sat in the metro one day, and this my African sister, she was sitting right next to me. The foam that was coming from her rasta, Jesus, it almost pushed me away. I was like, oh God. I was like pushing myself to cover her up because I didn't want other nationalities to perceive what I was perceiving. You know, it's okay to carry your hair, but come on now, change it, spray it, do something, spray it. Always have deodorants to, when you go and do your mini bath, you can spray something so you are refreshed again. Carry deodorant around. And I always walk around with thread and needle. I learned this from my mom. As a lady, you should always have thread and needle in your bag. You never know what can happen. Something can go on. And trust me, it has saved me a lot of times. I have saved many people too. So many times with that. They already know I always carry thread and needle in my bag. So I have thread and needle, I have lip balm, I have deodorants. You can also have Vaseline for your hands, so you always look presentable, you always look good. Now, let me try to go to the branding part of it. Branding in generally, we say everybody here, you are a brand. Everybody, you are a brand. What does it mean to brand yourself? Branding means selling yourself or selling your ideas effectively, promoting what you do, the work you do, or it could be promoting yourself in a way that showcases your services, right?
Mm.
So personal branding means you are selling, you're marketing yourself to the world. It comes with what you say, how you say it, what you do, how you do it, the way you dress, your personal identity. That's true. Your personal identity. How, when the world looks at you, what do they see? If we take it to products, goods and services, most often Chinese products are always like very good because they are very catchy. They carry very good, they do well in branding them. They make them look very flashy and very catchy. That's all branding. You can apply the same principle to your life. Like, I'm not saying look flashy, but you should be in terms of the quality. Mentally, you need to brand yourself. Make sure you sound up there. And, even physically, you should look like what you are selling. I'll tell you a short story. When I went for interview for this my current job that that I'm doing, and I was being interviewed by the owner of the school, and I think the owner of the school and the manager. So when they asked me, what is my expected salary, I told them. The lady looked at me from my head to my toe, as in she was trying to. I know what she was looking at. Like if I could
Was
have the
evaluating you?
yeah, she was evaluating me. And
Mm.
that day before going there, then I put it on. I wore my best pants. I wore expensive shirts. My
Mhm.
expensive handbag. I had it on that day. My most expensive watch. That was what I wore. So you need to brand yourself in a way that when it's some people call it packaging
Mhm.
or fake life. That is where your fake life should play for your good. Brand yourself. Like I looked like the amount I was calling. You cannot
Mm.
see me carrying a handbag that I will pay 500 or 600 dirhams to buy you, and then I call that kind of money. You should know that this kind of person, she is dealing in that.
Wealthy.
She knows what she's saying. She knows the value she's saying. She looked that way. My most expensive shoe. You don't need to have 10 of them. Buy one and keep for such occasions. Buy just one. And Dubai has even made it so good in such a way that you can even see some of those things at a very affordable rate. It goes with your branding. Look good, as in look very good.
Mm.
I'm very sorry to most of these guys that keep these dreadlocks hair, because to me, I just believe like if you have dreadlocks, like you maintain it how you just look unkempt to me. Make your hair look good, shave, have a clean shave, look nice, look presentable, look in a way that when somebody sees you, you command respect. That was some of the challenges I faced in my workplace. When when I just got a job, I was the only African there as a teacher. So most often the parents would be like, they will see the pictures because we have something like a website on our site where they will see the teacher, they will see the teacher's information, biography, qualifications, experience, and all this. So when they used to see it, they'll be like, she's African, she's an African. They always like, have this, they belittle you in their minds. But the day they meet me physically and talk to them, they will respect me. You understand why? Because I've taken time to do that branding. I brand myself. I brand how I talk. I brand even a message. If I'm absent from my workplace, and somebody sends a message to a parent, there was a day that happened. One day my TA sent a message to the parent. The parent responded and said, I'm not the person that sent this message. As in, she already knows how I write.
Mm-hmm.
She knows how I write. She knows how I address people. That's how you should brand yourself in such a way that expensive. Even this thing of me refusing to share my WhatsApp number here is part of the branding.
Yeah.
Just let people have access to you too much. That's where you see disrespect starts getting in. That's where you see people start looking down on you. Everybody does not deserve to have access to you. It makes you be more valuable to them. Like if you're absent, if you're constantly there, you depreciate, you lose your value. But the one time you will be like, yes, I am there, I'm coming. You see that people will value that precious time that you said, okay, I'm coming. Don't be too available for people. There are moments I've been in the house and I'm sleeping on my bed and somebody calls me and like, I want us to hang out. I'll be like, I'm busy. I'm not doing anything. I'm sleeping on my bed. I'm not doing anything. Why? It does not mean I am being braggadocious or you don't just make your program. You call me and you tell me to fit into your program. No, it does not work that way. I'm not doing anything. I could easily get up, dress, and come to that place. But I wanted to understand that I have my own program. So if you need to put me in your program, you need to tell me way ahead of time. So I plan myself.
Amazing.
It's part of the making yourself valuable, making people respect yourself in such a way that has access to
Teacher B. Now we are getting your voice. We are getting echoes. I don't know.
maybe because of channel. Somebody entered, so it was getting.
Okay.
So you need to brand yourself in that way. It goes. I go to work in this Dubai zone. I wear suits. One of my favorite color is white. I have like I don't know how many white suits that I wear. I like to look clean. I like to look in such a way that it commands respect. It's all part of the personal branding. Let me let some other people talk. I'll jump in once again and then I can add something else.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, Teacher B. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you. And for those who are just joining, please, today we are discussing about hygiene and personal branding. Teacher B actually brought this topic last week and we decided to talk on it this Wednesday. So for the speakers we have here, these guys are amazing. Oh my God. I don't know what we'll do for Teacher B. But keep preparing yourselves, to appreciate her one day. And Mr. Shanu, thank you so much for the gift. Hello, Queen. Please unmute yourself if you have something to say. If not, we'll be moving to Lady Anne.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening, and thanks for joining.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to branding and personal hygiene, I have like a personal experience concerning this, especially here in the UAE. I have encountered like something similar, like something that gave a push, like it gives you a push to want to brand yourself, not only about the hygiene, but to brand yourself as a person. We all know the condition of UAE and how
Mm.
some companies behave with Africans in general. So, for me personally, for those who know me, they know in every job site I work, they don't treat me like the others. You know what Teacher B said here? Like, for example, if you want her to be in a program, you have to fit her you have to let her know so you can fit into your program. Don't just introduce her into something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is very important because people that accept to just be displaced anyhow, they end up doing extra work and working extra hours, sometimes for nothing.
Mm.
They do it for nothing. My first year working in the UAE, I was so lucky that my manager, he always told me, he always said this, Kendra, stand for what you want. I was a barrister, that's 2 years ago, and then I was the only barrister. So when we opened the restaurant, it's a new restaurant. We opened the restaurant, and then they got one barista, one more barista, at least to permit us have like off day. But you cannot
Yeah.
imagine that for one person to have an off day, the other person has to work a full shift. Do you know what it means to work from 7 to 12
Oh
midnight?
my.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's when he told me, stand for what you want, because the supervisors were always like, when I told them I'm counting every hour I'm making in excess. And when you get a new barista, trust me, I'm getting back those hours.
Mm.
Yeah. So he always told me, you are right. Don't let them use you like that. Even when, for
Mm.
example, there's an emergency at work, it's not really like an emergency. Somebody will just get up and change the program. Then they'll call you on your off day and tell you that, where are you? I'll tell them I'm in Aline. I'm not in Abu Dhabi. I've traveled. I have plans for my off day. I have plans for my
Wow.
off day. Yeah, look for another. I don't know. Look for something else to do for yourself. That's why
Mm.
even when we have like events or anything at work, if I have to extend, the way they write to me very nicely. Kenja, I just wanted to know, please, if you could please, like the number of please in their messages, it used to make me laugh even because they already know
Mm-hmm.
that when it comes to me, even for the rest that are there, for example, at my job site, if there's anything that needs an extra hour or anything, they never include me till I tell them it's okay. I can do it. They never include me.
Wow.
Yeah, they know already. I always tell them, I'm here for the money. Will you pay me? No, you
Mm.
need to just do it for the company. I said, you need me? I need to go do something for my own life. And I will go. They'll tell me, you don't have, I will tell them, no one will hold me here. You cannot tie me. If you hold me, you brutalize me, we are going to the police.
Mm.
My working hour is finished, I'm going home. If you want to ask that I should stay, ask in a kind way, in a polite manner. Be
Mm.
nice. And I will see if I can help you or not. If not, I'm sorry, I can't. That's just it. And for the hygiene part, I encountered this with a colleague of mine. It's very important. Honestly, guys, we should try to maximize on that. I've always even been thinking maybe I should make a video on how, because I'm more into hospitality. So I'm
Mm.
always like, maybe I should make a video on maybe how waitress or hostess have to keep themselves sometimes, because I have gone through that. And sometimes it's not even like like you are that bad, but it's just because they just want to frustrate you. Yeah. I have a friend of mine, I encountered this with her. This particular situation made me push myself to always care a lot when it comes to hygiene.
Mm.
She was serving on a table, like she's a waitress, and she's serving on a table. this table have her regular customers. I don't know what happened to the regular customers. This our people sometimes they just want to feel themselves, like, okay, I'm a regular customer, let me see the kind of power I have. So they called the supervisor and they told the supervisor that they don't feel okay, like it's the first time they come to the shop and then they get like a smell. It was really embarrassing. Then the supervisor called her and he's like, your customers complain, maybe you should spray some perfume, maybe like this, you get?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that day she had visit. So I don't know if it was the visit from her people who really disturbed them or what, because it made, I don't want to get into the details, but just know it made the supervisor ask the lady to tell her friends to go.
Oh my.
Yeah, asked her to tell the friends to go. Like it was so annoying. And then when they left, because I was there, I walked close to her. Like
Mm-hmm.
the shop is not far from mine. So I walked close to her and I was sitting there. I was just working on the laptop and I was watching everything. When her friends left, you cannot imagine these guys, they were just happy. They were like, oh, we succeeded. Ah, we have the power, so we can do all you want in this shop.
See,
Imagine, imagine.
these people,
Hmm.
some of these people are terrible, but we
They are
just have
very
to be
horrible.
strong, sis. We just have to be strong and work on our personal hygiene.
Yeah, when it comes to if those who are in hospitality, I always advise you should have like even these small oil perfumes or these small little sprays in your bags. Whenever you can, make sure you spray in the middle, like on your ankles. Yeah, you spray, just spray because you never know. You're always serving. You're always
Don't spray in
serving.
the morning and you stay the whole day.
No, yeah, don't do that. These people, they don't, some of them are very dirty, but they only hold on to perfumes. Some spray perfume their whole life, but they never shower. So that's what they consider as clean. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only way you will not get into much trouble or an embarrassment. Make sure you do everything to smell good. With this weather, it's not easy. That's why I buy the idea of
Yeah.
Teacher B when she says always have wet wipes with you.
Mm-hmm.
Always have wet wipes
Wow.
because
Thank you so much.
yeah, sometimes tissue you may clean yourself with a tissue, but sometimes some tissues will leave some stuff on your body. You will not know you're not working with a mirror. So the wet wipes, I really buy the idea for that. I always have it, but I didn't know like it's it's really that important. So when she spoke about it, I'm like, yeah, everyone should do that. Why? Why only some few people? So that's my point of
Mm.
view. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Queen. We really do appreciate you for
Thank
coming.
you.
I know it's your first time coming live. Maybe you've been watching, but like to come and share. And it's amazing. It's amazing.
I've
We
been
really do appreciate and we pray you
watching.
keep coming, you know?
I've been watching because I have
Like
to get
sharing.
Gabi. Someone told
Wow. Wow. Teacher
before
B, you see?
when I went on live, I've been active on TikTok, but I stopped for a while. This is the kind of thing I used to do on my life. So someone who knows that I'm like I like he told me you should go to Martha's live every Wednesday and Friday. He told me,
Wow.
yeah. And also because now I'm trying to get some inquiries about the teaching job. So he told me you can meet Teacher B there and all of that. When you started the live, he shared the live with me, and I'm so grateful because I'm okay here. I'm very okay. Yeah,
Wow, we are glad you came through the share. I don't know who shared it, but I'm sure it's Mr. I'm blessed.
he's the one. Yeah. He's the one.
That is it. I'm sure he's the one because he has been disturbing me. He has been disturbing me. But I'm
Yeah,
glad you're here now, so you can get Teacher B's email directly, and she just wants people to do it the right way.
yeah. I will email her. Also, I
Yeah.
wanted to add something about branding. Branding yourself when you're going for application for jobs is very important. Very, very important. When I just joined the barrister job, I had only barely 1 year of experience, but I can tell you the next job I had, the day I went for the interview, they were confused between who is the head barrister and who is the junior barrister.
Oh my.
Usually people are always, they are used to when they go for interview, they put on white shirt, blue jeans, and all of that. I
Hmm.
did not. Like Teacher B said, I put on my most expensive two-piece cloth. Excuse me, a barrister, I went on interview with heels. Yeah, I did not play like.
Wow.
And that day, fortunately for me, I had a friend and he drove me there.
Hmm.
Imagine me going out of the car to go and do interview, and the car is waiting for me. After the interview,
Amazing.
the boss was just like, can we pay this lady?
Hmm.
Can we pay the lady? He was so shocked. So it's very important. The way you present yourself is the way they are going to take you, especially on the first day.
Hmm. Wow.
Especially
Wow.
on the first day.
Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so, so much. God bless you. Hello, Mommy Nizzy. We see you. Thanks for joining. So, if you're done,
Sister, can I add something, please? It just came to my mind before it runs out. Still on this hygiene stuff, personal hygiene. Some people really find it difficult to use deodorants, but there are simple homemade remedies that you can always practice them, maybe once or twice every week when you're free. One of the very good homemade things that easily takes away, bad odor is lime. Practice using lime under your underarm. It helps to reduce that smell that comes from there. Use lime a lot. You can use honey and turmeric powder. That's also a very good combination that helps to stop that. The most important one is please have good breath. Oh, please have good breath. It's very important to brush before going to bed, because when you wake up in the morning, it makes it easier. And don't just rely on the toothpaste. You can have buy toothpaste, also buy this mouthwash, mints, original ones, not the ones day-to-day cents for 3-5 dirhams. Buy original mouthwash, buy expensive toothpaste, I don't want to advertise. What I use is mouth spray too is good. Yeah. Mouth spray is good. Once in a while when you can just spray, and then you're good to go. Mouthwash, mouth spray, or even different flavors of mouthwash. It helps refresh the breath in such a way that when you're talking, people will feel comfortable standing around you and listening to you. At times, when this complain, it's actually wasting. If you take your time and you go closer to the people, trust me, honestly, you will discover that they have a reason why they are hanging their nose. Let's be very honest. When
Mhm.
they complain, when they hang their nose at times, when you go closer to that person, you really see why. We live in bed space. Those who live in bed space where the place is so tied up, is so choked up, we don't have enough space. Please try to use this fabric softener, comfort, these things when you wash your dresses. It helps keep that good smell in such a way that even if you don't use deodorants, your fabrics, the dresses you're wearing, those things are just 10 grams in day to day. Fabric softener, all these fabric perfumes, when you wash your dresses, learn to use them and just keep the dresses smelling good. If you cannot do this, then practice deep hygiene. Ladies, I know we are used to buying pad. So many ladies don't know what we call pants liner. Use pants liners. It will help you a lot, because majority of the funk we are getting comes from there. When you're not using a pants liner, you go to the bathroom,
you pee after the next 30 minutes, trust me, it's going to be horrible. It's going to smell if you don't have a pants liner, because what is left is going to finish on your pants, and that smell. And you walk around the next 1 hour, 2 hour, it's already generating and will become something uncomfortable. So practice buying not just your pants, but pants liners too. It's very important. It even helps keep your pants clean for you. When you use pants liners, trust me, especially if you're somebody that likes to wear white pants, you discover that it's easier when you use in pants liners all the time.
Thank you so much, Teacher B. And again, I wanted to add something. If you know you'll be spending a very long time outside, some people used to carry their toothbrush in their bags and toothpaste. Those big bags as well, they carry those things. But I discovered something very easier for all of us. I discovered this. I know someone will be like, this is free publicity. But if you have this in your bag, it's helpful. A friend asked me to actually buy it for her. And when I actually went there to get it the first time, I said, okay, let me get some for myself. And since then, I'm not stopping anytime soon. This is Tic Tac Mint. They have Tic Tac Vanilla as well. It's really good. Just one of these, you just open, as small as it is, see, just like a tablet. And your breath will be amazing, trust me. It will be real good. This is it. It looks like this. Small, it's like small seeds inside. It's like sweets. I don't know if you can see it. This, like this. This is it. So if you can have it in your back, it's really, really good. Just one of it in your mouth and you're good to go. Mr. Shanu, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening to everyone.
Good
And I'm
evening.
very
Thanks for
excited.
joining.
I'm very excited about the discussion topic of today because
Wow.
it's cleanliness that gives you the ability to be able to achieve 80% of the things you want in life.
Mm.
Yeah, even some of us here, we met our first boyfriends. It's our
Say
cleanliness that
something.
attracted them.
Lady Anne.
Oh, somebody is up. Okay.
Yeah, so even some of us here,
Yes, please. May
even some
I
of
add
us
to
here,
that?
Mr.
yeah, let
Shanu.
her speak a word.
Lady Anne.
My
Lady Anne,
network is
please,
poor.
just a moment. Let Mr. Shanu finish. Mr. Shanu, go ahead.
Yeah,
Hello.
because
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can
yeah,
hear
Lady
you.
Anne, unmute yourself. Lady Anne, mute yourself, sorry.
Yeah, I'll mute her. Don't worry. Yeah, you can go ahead, Mr. Shanu.
So I think some of us here, uh, our cleanliness attracts people. Because what I've learned in cleanliness is that when I was in dormitory school, the highest time I read my book and understand is when my uniform is well ironed, I am well clean, sitting beside my friends, and I learn with a free mind. Why? Because I am comfortable with myself. I am confident because cleanliness produces confidence, self-confidence. That you are free to go anywhere, to stand even in front of the principal, because why? You are clean. You see, because cleanliness affects your subconscious mind. It affects your belief system. When you are too much dirty, at one point in life you don't even believe in yourself again. Why? Because you are unkept. You are unkept. Why don't you believe in yourself? Because your appearance is giving people a reason not to believe in you. So now,
Good evening,
when those
everyone.
people don't believe in you, you don't look at yourself.
In
You
just a
begin to look
moment.
at those people. You begin to look at those people on how they don't believe in you. And in the course of looking at them, you feel that you are a useless person, and you also go ahead joining them not to believe in yourself. And that's what causes you to fail in most of the things. You go for an interview, you are rejected, but yet you know the job very well to your fingertips, but yet you are rejected. Why are you rejected? So that's one of the most important things that people have to consider.
Yeah.
Cleanliness. Cleanliness.
Lack of
So cleanliness is so important in a way that we need to take it, and that's why you see the world is developed. You have money, buy cleanliness and beauty in yourself. If you have color teeth, get to the hospital. The hospital there are hospital there are doctors that are specialized in polishing your teeth in a
Mm-hmm.
way. Even when you smile, people are attracted even by your teeth,
Yeah.
because there are some kind of companies that, like these real estate companies, they only hire beautiful girls, and you can make yourself beautiful. How am
Mm.
I saying? How you can make yourself beautiful? Even your hair, the kind of mesh you even put, the way you keep your face, because beauty comes from good smile.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty comes from good smile and good mouth odor. You need to have a fresh odor. Let, let me just put it that way. You need to have a fresh odor in a way that when you speak, people will see life in your speech. Yes, there was a girl who spoke to me. That was 2 weeks ago. That girl spoke to me. I saw my future in her speech. So what made all these things? The girl was neat. One, she was neat. And then secondly, when they talk of cleanliness, even your speech has to be clean. It's not like talking and saying, come on. We are not here for that. You need to develop your communication skills. Because when you open your mouth to speak, you tell people, you are simply telling people who you are.
Mm-hmm.
People judge your real personality based on your speeches. Yes. That's why when someone sees you in a distance, you're very clean, you're very sharp, you're very smart. That person calls you and he, he starts a conversation with you. Along the way, because as a mind, as you think, that is who you are. Anything you open your mouth to say is what existed in your mind. So you need to also you need to be clean right in your mind. Clear away all negative thoughts in your mind and
Away.
establish clean thoughts. Because as you establish those clean thoughts, when you sit in front of important high personalities, you open your mouth to speak, your words will be clean. Why? Why are your words clean? Because your thoughts were clean. But if your thoughts are dirty, obviously dirty thoughts will come out of your mouth, and
Mm-hmm.
you will not even be aware that those thoughts those words are dirty words. It is when you'll be rejected, because these people, when they want to reject you, they don't say it openly. They just say, okay, give me your number, take my number, I will call you. Okay, that is
Mm-hmm.
all. They will not even call you. They will not call you. You'll be like asking yourself, but this man took my number. This is 1 month. He has not even called me. Even when I send him a hi, he has not even yet replied. No, you fucked up from the very first day you had a conversation with him. Your words were unclean.
Mm.
So when they talk cleanliness, right? I don't only look at this physical cleanliness. I I go right inside the internal cleanliness. That internal. And it
Wow.
begins from your head,
Mm-hmm.
inside your brain. You need to first start cleaning your brain. Your brain should be pure there, so that when when you speak, anything that comes out from your mouth is what was in your brain before you then pour it out with the help of the mouth.
For sure.
Yeah. So your word, you need to shape your language skill. You need to shape your skill in a way that when you speak to somebody like that, no, that person is ready. Even if your salary is 5,000, he's ready to remove you from that company where you work and pay you 10,000. Why? Because he's struck by your way, by your ways of handling matters. He's intimidated by your way of handling matters. You need to be so professional in all your way, cleanliness, speech, and the way you take to do your things. You need to be so professional in a way that make them understand that they cannot do without you. Yes, like this if there is lockdown and they have to sack some people, definitely not you. When I talk about Mata, they say no, Mata is too original to be sacked. Why? Don't you even know the kind of people? So if you want to count the first 100 people to be sacked, should Mata be involved? No, that girl is too original. Let's keep her aside and focus on this people who just come and disturb you. Why? Because they have seen your value. They know
Wow.
that if they sack you, they will not meet your class in Dubai. Make them feel foolish to sack you. Make in a way that if they want to sack you, they will feel foolish. It will be foolish for them to sack you. That's the way life is. I have worked in so many companies in Africa, most especially in Gabon. The day my boss heard that I was coming to Dubai, he cried. Cried. Because in that construction site, I was the only technician that reasoned ahead of time.
Wow.
I carried a brain of 7 technicians.
Wow.
I'm not boasting, okay? But I'm just saying what was real. I saw the way he begged me to stay. Begged me to stay. But I made him understand that I have already taken a contract in Dubai. Why? Because he was attracted to the cleanliness I apply in my work. When I plaster a wall, or when I remove a pillar, when I form a pillar, he's so amazed by the cleanliness of my work. Because when you talk of cleanliness, it's not based only on body. Somebody can see you are clean in your body, but when he gives you a particular task to perform, he comes and sees that task was not even clean. But yet, when looking at you, you are clean. It's just like seeing a beautiful girl or seeing a handsome boy. He's very handsome, cute, but he's very dull. How do you now stand to even describe that kind of guy? You see, so your beauty, your cleanliness need to tie even with your job you're doing, so that it should be like a chain something. Yes. How did Chantal Biya got married to Paul Biya? Now, this is a story. Chantal Biya was a friend to a maid in the Unity Palace. Now, there was a feast on that day. So, Paul Biya, the first wife of Paul Biya was Irendia. Paul Biya asked the maid that no, they can come along with their friends. How did Chantal Biya came? Chantal Biya sparkled up her body. She put on the last dress she could put on. She came Paul Biya kissed her. Now she's the first lady.
We have something here from Sister Favor Grace. She says, excuse me, guys. She says, also, guys, especially boys, try to clean your toes and your nails as well.
Yeah, that's very true. What she's saying is true, because these are some kind of things. Because when you go, because there are some of us men, we don't like to put on shoes, but we are always putting on responsible sandals. If you want to put on responsible, if you are kind of man who likes putting on a sandal, because they are responsible sandal, at least dress your toes in a way that when someone looks at your toes or your nails, because everything in you, you need to take care of it. When you take care of everything in you, it looks attractive. Even when you shape your nails very well, you polish your nails, when someone greets you, You see, even when someone greets you, it takes time to look at your hand. Why? It's not that your hand is too big. It's not that your hand is too small. He or she is simply
Oh,
admiring those nails. He or she,
Mr. Chen,
they are simply admiring those nails. They
Mr.
are
Sergio
polished.
says
If-
they know
Even when
how
I
to.
greet, even when I greet, even when I greet a girl, I greet one girl one day. Her nails were very unique. I took like more than 3 seconds to look at her nails, and
Hmm.
she understood that they are the nails I'm looking at. She said, "What are you looking at?" I said, "No, your nails are so beautiful," and she thanked me.
Wow.
So that is the most important thing. Those are the most important thing. And your hairs, and your hairs. You see, girls, they need to play their head very well. And yeah, we are in Dubai. We are working. When you take your salary, make good use of your hairs. And the boys, always shave your head, because as you're going, if you know you don't want to shave your head, then stop going out, because you don't know the kind of people you meet.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to keep your hair clean, then stop going out. You don't know the kind of people you meet. Maybe you even meet up with someone that was even ready to change your life, but your appearance is not even encouraging him to do that.
Okay. Mr. Shanu.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me not
Thank
chop
you so
time.
much, Mr. Shanu. Mr. Sergio says it is a must for a woman to go for massage, nails, hairstyle every month. Mr. Sergio, I'll give my sister to you. You marry her. Hmm.
Okay, hi
Um,
guys.
yeah, Lady Anne, you can go ahead. We still have Mr. Valerie. So please, Mr. Valerie,
Uh,
immediately after Lady Anne, you take over.
Sorry
That
for the
who will you
delay.
give your sister
The
to?
network has
To
been
Mr. Sergio.
Okay.
because it's only mentioning some figures there that even me, my
I'm
head
telling
is
you. I'm telling
exploding here.
you.
Anyways, I just wanted to add to the hygiene factor Teacher B mentioned concerning sanitary wipes and other like.
Hmm.
Um, there's this one thing I've learned. These people in this country, the way they constructed their bathrooms, there's this pump, this hand wash, this one that is sprays water.
Hmm.
We wanted to add that ladies should also learn to use it after peeing. It mustn't be necessary after you poop. You can also pee and wash. After washing, then you can wipe with tissue. The moist how do you call it? Moisturized these wet wipes. It's also good. Maybe after you've worked a long day under the scorching sun, you can damp your armpits, like underarm and thighs, depending on what you wear. Because there are some ladies who don't like wearing this how do you call it? Cyclist. I've seen it in French. Collant. This is the way you call it. Yeah. Some ladies don't like wearing them, so they should also damp their thighs with those wet wipes. So we should learn to use this water pump after peeing for all ladies. That's very important. Then you damp with tissue or whatever napkin you have. Okay. Aside from that, there are also little hygiene things that we also minimize, like making up our beds in the morning. It doesn't matter if you sleep in a bed space. There's this habit because we have all these blinds covering it. So some of the beds, you even look at the blinds cover, is like a shrine, out of a shrine. They will tie it in one corner, tie it in another corner like that. The way you present yourself to even the people in your room will know how to respect you. The way you present yourself, your hygiene factor, and your get up in the morning. There's this saying that when you get learn to make up your bed every morning, it will make you. That shows that you are anticipating to be a future billionaire. Yeah,
Hmm.
so you should make it a habit. I should maybe get up in the morning, sit and say your prayers. I should step down, you turn to your bed first. Make your bed before you leave your room. For those who own rooms already, you should make sure before leaving the house. I know it's demanding some time because of our nature of our jobs here in this country. You cannot really put your house in order before leaving. But if you make it a habit, sure you can put your house in order before leaving, because you never can tell who will come back with you at home.
Yeah.
Somewhere around the time your shoe is on the table, your bra is this way. Talking again of that, our undies. for us ladies. We shouldn't repeat bras. Particularly, let's wear white bra. I know that because of the dressing, probably you want to wear a white shirt for go job hunting and all the like. You can't walk under
Use
the sun with it. You can't like wearing a transparent shirt and your bra is projecting to and understand the one way black bra. But scientifically proven, as I've heard from medical personnel, it's always good to wear white under a scorching sun. There is no way we can avoid sun in the UAE. So it's always good to wear a white bra, probably a white innerwear before your white shirt, so that it shouldn't be transparent or too visible. For black bras, let's avoid them under the sun. And if possible, after wearing the black bra, don't repeat. Don't repeat because it kind of absorbs a lot of sweat, absorbs heat, and you cannot evade sweating. Just crossing under the sun to another villa, you'll be sweating. It's so hot. I won't talk about nowadays. I hear some men in some groups they always say, "Ladies don't wear pants. Ladies don't wear pants." Nowadays, ladies don't wear pants, and I'm like, we don't like wearing pants, or some of them don't like wearing pants, but they wear leggings. How does that feel, especially when you go out and probably you have to use the bathroom? Even if you swipe, how will you feel down there? Just leggings. To me, if you don't wear pants, wearing leggings like you wear pants because the leggings is attached to your female, your organ, and our organs, move some discharges from time to time. Women, you cannot evict that. It's part of us. But then wearing leggings without pants, I don't understand. And Teacher B mentioned about how they call this, pant liners. Yeah, it's very important, especially after menstruation, because the kind of water that comes out, the remaining water that comes out after menstruation has stopped, it's really having a foul smell. So it's very important after menstruation that you wear these pant liners. Some people still have spots after maybe 5 days. Some people still have spots of blood. The panty liners are there to really help, especially then. Some people don't like making a habit. I've walking on the sun is like you're having something down there. But when you make it a habit, you be comfortable. You not feel it. And maybe after 4 hours, change it. After 4 hours, change it. Because it will get twisted, it will get soaked. If not because of the discharges, but sweat. And maybe when you've used the bathroom, even if you wash and wipe, the body still moves discharges from time to time, like I mentioned earlier. And we should avoid, I know most of us ladies know this one already, avoid using soap, medicated soap on our private parts. Those are the causes of some small itches and infections. And again, we like I hear they say send in your finger. We have to send. I'm getting a little bit raw, but it's important. You have to send in your finger. The vagina cleanses itself. It's not necessary to finger yourself because you're washing it. Wash the vulva, wash the outer part very well. You can splash water inside, but not sending because your finger itself, you don't know the germs it's carrying. Ladies like to make this thing a habit, like than to go and douche. Better you just shower. Douching, and you understand what I mean by douching, right? Yeah, because I don't know. We are all Africans. I don't know if I'm speaking but French. Because that's the term they usually use on that, douching. They'll just go. Douching also makes a lady smell.
Yeah.
Because you just go and you pour water and you just wipe the area. You go in thinking that you do. And they want to douche, they want to use all these like vagina bonbon, vagina sweetener, vagina this. We hear lots of all those products that are not necessary for our genital organ. They are not necessary. We should avoid them completely. Yeah, we should avoid them. All those products that people are making nowadays. I even hear ladies who go as far as using alum. I don't know if you know about that. A certain white transparent.
I know about alum, but I didn't know they use it on themselves as well.
Like dear sister, the Lord, if this social media is making young ladies going mad. Using alum on your genital organ. I know they use that thing to cut a draw from snail. Those of us
Yeah,
who eat
from
snails.
snail.
Girls use it because it helps to contract. I
Ah,
hear they say it helps to contract. So you understand whether you use it down there. Those
yeah.
ladies that are, loose. All those
Hmm?
things brings us infections. All those things brings us
If you are being
infection.
said they use one soap as tightening.
Tightening. I'm telling you, Mama. I'm telling you, girls are growing mad nowadays. And you start hearing of yeast infection,
Yeah.
vagina this, vagina that. We don't know where it comes from. Our environment, our hygiene. You go to the bathroom to use the bathroom, make sure you spray water if possible. You go, especially when a public one. We cannot evict it. Those of us that live in the bed space, we cannot evict it. But make sure you spray water. I always tell the ones I live with that this, if one person gets sick here, all of us will get it. All of us ladies. It's that normal. It's that simple. It crosses. So if you want to use that pot, as everybody is sitting, make sure you spray water. If you have disinfectant spray, use a tissue, wipe it before you even put your butt on it. You should try. It is very, very, I don't know. Everybody is a skincare producer these days. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
everybody produces one thing or the other. Indeed, because of guys. Well, that's why the ladies are growing mad. They're trying to live
Know
their life
yourself
to please
because of
guys.
the guy. At the end of the day, maybe the
Nowadays,
guy doesn't even marry you. Ah,
I'm telling you, my dear sister, nowadays, you just learn to do your personal hygiene. Be you. If a man wants you, he come for you. Be
yeah,
you.
so
Stop
much.
copying him. Stop hearing this. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do this.
What
If you want
happened
to
to
meet
you
with a
that you
man,
want
do
to
this.
use one soap to do tightening? What?
I'm
What
telling
happened
you.
to you?
I'm telling you. You talking. I said, even if you want to sit there, everybody wants to clean the bathroom. Clean it yourself because it's for your health, your own first health. I remember when I will get into a room, I want to see this kind of one room that bathrooms are attached to it. You see beds around and the bathroom is open wide. I say, what nonsense is this? Bacteria are flying everywhere. No matter how clean that bathroom is, learn to close the door. This is a bed. This is a bathroom. But we cannot evict all those things because of our condition and living environment. We cannot evict them, but we should try to manage ourselves. Yes, hygiene is most important. Book message, book massage, okay, yoga class, hairstyle. Talking of hairstyle,
Nails.
Mr. Sergio, you have over mentioned this thing. Why don't you
I'm
we'll come and
telling you,
visit you?
that's why I said I'm going to give him my younger sister. Because he doesn't he's not used to buying cheap, he's
Like
not used to anything
seriously.
cheap. He was pissed off as an expensive guy.
Mhm.
Mr. Serge, please.
Yeah,
Hmm?
he was. Somebody mentioned about nails and all that. All those things are good, but also depend on your nature, the nature of your job.
Yeah.
It also depends on the nature of your job. You cannot be a nurse and you're keeping talons. Or how would you want to wear gloves? You're going to tear it all. So it all depends. Just keep it clean and
Okay.
nice.
He says
Keep it
he's saying
clean
all
and
those
nice.
things because he loves he says I love
When
when women, like I'm sure he wants to say I love when my woman is clean and
yeah,
neat. It brings
it brings
flavor.
flavor.
Oh, that's good.
Indeed,
Good job,
it
sir.
does. It
Mm.
does. Yeah, like for some of our ladies too, the wig we wear. Oh my God, it needs revamping. I think that's how they call it, revamping. Our wigs, our wigs are like that of chaff. I don't know, sponge. Yeah, I know it's hard out here. We're not out here to make money, to rather to spend too much money like that. But the little we have, we should try to, keep it in order. Even if
That's
it's
the
just one
question
week
Mr.
you have.
Kala was. Which woman won't like to be cleaner? That's the question.
Telling you, it's
There
just
is
a
no woman who will not love to be clean. There is no
exactly,
woman who says, I don't like changing my hair weekly or every after 2 weeks or every after 1 month. There is no
exactly.
woman who will have an opportunity to go to a massage center to
I'm
go
telling you,
clean her nails, change her hair,
wash her legs.
do her makeup. You get it? There is no woman.
It's
There
just the
is no
situation that
woman.
finds around us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, let me just say this short story. For me, I entered this country some 3 years back, no job for 9 months. What would I want to be doing makeup and all those? I'll just do makeup and package when I'm going for an interview. If I don't get it, I come back to my house and I sleep. What would I want to be doing all makeups for? So it depends on our mindset. It depends on our location. Okay, now currently I'm a home teacher nanny. I came as a home teacher, but you know these people, they always want to turn you to something else.
Yeah.
What will I do? Doing makeup, doing nails, going for masseuse in somebody's house. Who's seen me here? So I'll have to behave like them for a while. I decided to shut down 2 years of my life, and I'm almost done by the grace of God in 5 months' time.
Wow.
I
Wow.
shut down my life for 2 years. So there are times we drop all those fancy things to achieve, then we can explode. And that time when we want to explode, people say you're showing, you're showing off too much, and all that kind of, you're showing off. They don't know when you were suffering or when you were behind in the dark. At times, I just get up, retouch my hair, just make it nice, neat, carve my brows, just look neat. Not like I'm going anywhere, just to change looks at sometimes. But I'll just talk to myself, who is even seeing you inside somebody's house? You don't have an off day, you're just suffering there.
Mr. Sejo has landed another bomb. He says, most of clean women in this country are nanny.
Exactly, my brother.
Yeah, those earning big salary smell.
Smell. Oh my God. Truly, truly. So you see that this personal hygiene issue is not all about the money they have. Some have the money but don't know the uses, don't know what to do. They think it's to buy this human hair and just cover your head. That's the fashion in it.
Yeah, and
But the
Elizabeth is here and she says, me, due to that's the
job
nature of my
condition.
job,
Yeah,
job condition, I just decide to cut my hair
I
because
did too.
nobody to even make my hair.
Seriously, I
Yeah,
did. I
there
had
are
to
some people
cut
who don't
mine.
have that opportunity.
I did. I had to cut mine, but when I started growing again, I had to start using product. You know, when you put product and you style it somehow with
Mm-hmm.
gel, it
It
makes
looks
it look
good.
neat and nice. Yeah, and nice. That's how I manage my hair now. I
Wow.
style it with gel till I'll leave here before I can think of my wig where I packed them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
seriously,
Thank you so much, Lady Anne. God bless
ladies.
you.
Thank you, sister. Ladies have the money, but they don't know how. I heard Sister Teacher B mentioned that these people don't, or is it, I don't know, somebody else, one certain lady mentioned, my network was breaking back then. She said these people don't shower. Truly, they don't.
You don't.
What
You
they
don't.
have on their tables are perfumes of all kind.
Yeah.
Even the smallest one I don't know how I can describe it. This small one that they just rub on the neck like that. Yeah, they don't shower. They perfume from January, and then I see from my boss though, when she
Mm.
goes out, she returns, she goes to the bathroom, remove her panty. Maybe that's her own hygiene. She changed the pants. Yeah,
Uh, Mr.
that's
Kala Wolf is here and he says, when you people finish about the women, you advise the men too. Don't be selfish.
sure, sir. We're going to do that. Happiness is not only about big salary. You can live a comfortable life with a small that you make. Of course, sir. That's true.
Have you seen Teacher B's comments? She says, some people smell, but they do not know. Some people smell, but it can be medical problem, and that's true.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say as a Kadama, Madam Martha, going out once in a month and they don't even allow me to spend. My dear, don't call yourself a Kadama. They call me that I frown. I said I'm not a Kadama. Don't try it. I warn them seriously.
Because you
It
know
means
who you are.
slave,
The fact that
of
you
course.
accepted whatever job doesn't mean that
It doesn't mean that
the
that's who
job
I am.
defines you.
Seriously, I'm
You
not
do
a
that
slave.
just for the moment
Yeah,
to
I'm not
survive.
a slave. I refuse that.
Yeah,
I refuse it with all my heart. Don't laugh, oh. These people, and if you start accepting that name, that's how they'll be smashing you down. I
yeah.
don't. Even the children run their mouth to call you that. I don't know my
Mhm.
name. Don't even call me if you don't know my
Accept
name.
it. Don't
Yeah,
accept it. They know your name. They should call you by your name because you have
seriously.
dreams as well. This, when you're working for some of these people, they don't believe you have dreams. They feel
Seriously.
like the fact that you're working for them, that's all about you.
Seriously. That's as I refuse that. They even call me the Miss. Yeah, they call me Miss. They don't call my name, or they describe that their thing that I'm calling. Yeah, I
This
don't accept it.
Mr. Sejo is troublesome, eh? Listen to him. He says, for me, I love Kadama women in this country. They don't stress a lot and they are clean.
Yeah, they don't stress because they don't have much needs.
They
Because
will
the
bring
family
you
we are
even
working for,
food.
they buy all everything for us.
Mr. Sejo, this is your experience, eh? You're a very good teacher.
No, maybe his madam is one of us. So we don't know. We never can tell.
Mm, mm, mm. Mr. Sejo, you will give us that gist.
I'm telling you. So can we add something on the men? They talk about, let's also advise the men.
Okay, but I wanted Mr. Valerie to say something
Okay.
because he has been
Mr.
up here for
Valerie,
a very long time. Mr. Valerie, please unmute
sorry
yourself.
for cutting. Okay,
Thanks for
Mr. Valerie, go ahead and advise for the men, please.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Thanks for joining. Please tell us where you're streaming from, then you can go ahead with your contribution.
Come again?
Tell us where you're streaming from, then you can go ahead with your contribution.
Oh, I'm in Dubai, and I'm in a Green Sun Views community near International City Metro Station. That's where I'm
Wow.
working. So I've been following the program. Thank you again for another program for this week.
Welcome, sir.
What I wanted to say is this. By the way, I'm a Christian, so I always base my belief on, yeah. So we have to understand that if we study the creation, when God was creating the world, right? He created the world, He created man, He created man. So we have to understand God first of all created man individually, which therefore means everything in life, everyone has a responsibility to do self-change and self-improvement. And before you meet, let's say in terms of marriage or relationship, you don't expect anybody to come and change your bad habits for you. You know you more than anyone else. So you don't expect, let's say for example, sometimes I usually talk with people who have been married and people who have been divorced. It's a good experience to talk with them. If you talk with some people sometimes, they'll tell you most of the things that bring issues in homes or relationship marriage are sometimes very simple things, like hygiene things. Now, you can't spend the whole day after eating everything and you just go to bed, you don't even brush your mouth. And then in the middle of the night, you expect your wife or your girlfriend, your boyfriend to kiss you and your mouth stinks. I mean, come on, right? So it boils down about personal consciousness. It has nothing to do with too much money. It has nothing to do buying expensive things for yourself. If you have the money to buy expensive things for yourself, good and fine. You work for the money, spoil yourself. It's good. But hygiene has nothing to do with having too much money. It's all about self-consciousness. It's all about knowing yourself. Let's say, for example, now I work night shift. I have two toothbrush. One is in the house, in the accommodation. One is in my bag with my toothpaste, right? In the middle of the night, let's say around 1 a.m., 2 a.m., after I have eaten my night food, I make sure I brush my mouth. In the morning when I'm closing from work, my mouth is fresh. Same thing if I'm working during the day. When I get home, before I go to bed, the last thing I do is brush. Once I brush, there's nothing that enters my mouth again till the next day. So it's all about consciousness. It's all about taking care of yourself. Now, also for guys, right? I'm talking of a male perspective, right? Man, you have to change your pants. Man, there are some guys, if they remove their pants and put it in hot water, Lipton tea is ready automatically.
Ooh.
That is the fact. Let's speak the truth. Just take care of yourself. You just have 2-3 pants, right? Don't repeat it. If you come back from work, the most thing is we are living in a country where the weather is terrible. Once you put on a pant and you come back, as you are going to the shower to take your shower, just wash your pant immediately and hang it. That is what I do. It's as simple as that. Except you are not taking your part, except you are like what somebody said, you are cutting a part. Which is crazy. But if you are taking care of yourself, you are taking your bath regularly. I mean, you're getting into the bathroom, you clean you just remove your pants, you wash it, and you dry it. You're gone. It's all about consciousness. And then, in terms of dressing, right? You must not buy all the Gucci's and Louis Vuitton to look good. No. Now, I'll give you an example. There are some supermarkets where you can go, right? You can get a very good, nice dress. Let's say, me, I don't dress too much, except I'm going for maybe church or a party or something. But if I'm in the house, I just normal. I like putting on my normal sport t-shirts, my normal sport trousers, normal jeans. But I make sure they are clean, they are good. If I don't put on a sneakers, I'm putting on a nice slippers, clean, right? You want to make a dreadlock, good and fine. Go on YouTube, learn how to keep a good dreadlock. Man, sometimes I walk to the mirror and look some of my brother's dreadlock. I'm like, should I look for a scissors and chase the guy down the toilet or what?
Ooh.
No, seriously, it's very dirty, very unkempt. You see someone keeping the chin, it's very bushy. It's like, what are you trying to say? Are you the only one suffering in this world? Just look for these clippers, man. You can look for these clippers, 20, 30 dirham, buy it on the supermarket. Shave yourself, clean your chin. Just clean it. It's very simple. People think looking good is all about having too much money. It's just all about self-consciousness.
Teacher B, please leave my 17 pack alone.
So it's all about self-consciousness, right? Now, in as much as physical cleanliness is good, health cleanliness is also good, right? How many times do you go for a checkup in a month? At least go for a checkup in the hospital in a month once. That is also part of cleanliness. Go to the hospital once. This month alone, I spent like 400 dirhams just to do checkup on myself.
Wow.
It's not because I have too much money, but I have to do it. It's my responsibility. I don't need, God will not jump down from heaven to do it for me. It's my responsibility. It's all about cleanliness. Check yourself. Go to the medical hospital, check yourself. Sometimes I go to the dentist, they clean my teeth. It's just 100 dirhams. You might be shocked. It's just 100 dirhams. Their teeth is clean. Right? So cleanliness is something that is very simple to do. But the problem is many people love to be clean, but they are lazy to do it. They are lazy. I've been somewhere in a place where, man, somebody is standing next to you and the person stinks, and the problem is they don't even know it. Sometimes some people don't know that they stink. And then if the worst thing is, sometimes I see it, I'm tempted to talk, but I'm like, no way, I don't want to get into trouble. Because there are people where if you see something wrong with them and you want to tell them in the part of love, right? They don't see it that way. They will take offense to it. Yeah, they will be angry with you like you are an enemy. But for me, I believe like I love to be around people where they tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. There's a difference. Yeah. So cleanliness is very important. Grooming is very, very important. It's not all about putting on a suit or a tuxedo of 1,000, 2,000 dirhams. No. If you want to put on a suit, if you can go to a shop and you get a suit maybe 300, 400 dirhams, you're good. It's all about knowing what is good for you. Now, also for ladies, there are some ladies that if you put on a wig, man, come on. Sometimes I used to look at some people like, can you please, my sister, can you just look at the mirror for yourself for 1 second? Wig is not for everybody. Know what is good for you. There are some ladies that they put on a wig, man. You look at them, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it's a fact. You put on a wig and I'm like, can you just look at yourself in the mirror for 1 second? Sometimes if you just try something, okay, let me not put on a wig, let me try to shave my hair, or let me try to do a little nice short dreadlock, or let me try to do something like change the styles and see what is good for you. Seriously, you'll get it. Not because you see everybody putting on a wig. Oh, what is that wig? Oh, it's trending. It's 2,000 dirham, 500 dirhams, and you also want to
use it.
No, it's not good for you. Not everything that is in the market that is good for you. So it's just all about self-consciousness. Know what is good for you. Set your environment. Know, okay, let's say for example, if I buy a t-shirt, right? Or let me say I see people putting on a t-shirt that is trending, it's a good brand. My question is, if I put on a t-shirt, is it good for me? If I put on this jeans, if I buy this Air Max is a nice shoe. But the problem is, if I buy that Air Max and I put it on my feet, is it good for me?
Teacher B has thrown another bomb. She says, loud color lipstick. Know what goes for you. Hey, Teacher
That is it. That's what I'm saying.
Please. Teacher B, please.
That is what I'm saying. You will see somebody walking in front of you and you're like, sometimes I usually say, okay, sometimes these people we are working with, they can be racist, right? They have a bad attitude. Some of them, that's a fact, they don't bath. Perfume is a good cover-up. Now, sometimes they behave with us based on how we present ourselves. Now, I will tell you one story. I was in town one time. I was in a grocery store, right? I was trying to buy some things. And there are some two African sisters who walked in, right? They walked inside the grocery shop. It was a small grocery shop. So they're trying to buy things. And the way they were talking, they are just talking anyhow. And then the amount of which they dressed, very loosed. You understand that kind of loose dressing? I'm in the morning, and then can you imagine what that Pakistani guy asked them? Where did you sleep last night? I'm like, wow. That question alone, if you check the girls the way they were dressing, you check how they were talking, and then you check the question that guy asked, he already give you a total sum of what he has calculated about those girls. Definitely they are prostitute, and then I thought to myself, like, okay, let me hammer this guy and try to defend this girl. But I have a second thought and I'm like, but what the fuck? This girl, it's your fault. And then the girls, they were angry. That why is this Pakistani guy talking to us? Like, they started shouting with the guy, insulting the guy. In my mind, I'm like, but you guys caused it. Look at the way you even present yourself. This is inhygienic. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So it boils down on how you carry yourself, how you adjust yourself.
Yeah.
So there are things in the market that you can get. They are not expensive. You must not get an expensive. Even if you're earning 1,000 dirhams as a salary, you can still look good even in 200 dirhams.
Please tell Mr. Sergio.
Martha, I want to speak small, okay? Last week,
please, Mr. Sergio, just give Mr. Valerie 1 minute. Let him round up.
Okay.
No, it's okay. You can go on. Maybe I'll come later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going somewhere. Yeah. Last time, I saw one video. Some of our brothers, they are complaining, Filipino, they are too much racist. When you go to the metro, they will just close their nose. this thing, people are talking about it. Like if you are taking metro, you say one lady Filipino, even a guy, once African is sitting next to him, the guy with that close his nose. But sometimes it is okay. I do agree with them. How you are smelling, you don't have any smell. Like one lady here said, I can buy 100 dirham for perfume. It is still okay. But this smell that you are putting will last maybe in only 30 minutes or 1 hour. You need to know that the smell that you put for 100 dirham and someone puts for maybe 500 dirham, it's not the same. Mine will take for me maybe the whole day. Yours is only for you to move from your house before you take the bus, already is finished. And when you reach in the metro, now you're trying to disturb other people. It's not kind of being racism, whatever, no, because you are smelling, it's true. See, I'll give you example. As a human being, every 6 hours, if you're not speaking, your mouth will start smelling, which is totally normal. I always talk to people like that. You can even be at work without speaking to anyone. In only 6 hours or 7 hours, definitely your mouth will, if you are not speaking, your mouth will start just smelling. And now you are coming closer to someone who knows those things, and you start speaking. You are smelling, you are disturbing my life. Normally, you are disturbing my life. Anyway, I'm Congolese. So for me, my country, this is how I was raised. You buy expensive, you buy cheap, you buy expensive. So I don't buy expensive stuff. I can buy a t-shirt for 2,000 dirham, even 1,000. Yes, I do. I can save my money for 6 months for me only to buy a t-shirt that will cost me 600 or 700 dirham. Then buying a t-shirt will cost me 20 dirham will just last maybe only for 3 months. You just wash like this, all the color goes. So, and now, I think last time I was here, I've been listening to your topic, we African. How you want someone to be clean when he knows that I'm just here to make money? So this is also about two things different. Yeah, you came to UAE. Some of my friends, they said, my friend, we are just here to make money and go home. So everything is starting with your mindset. Once you just here just to make money, how are you going to live the life? And you love also big things. You love women. You love to approach women. No, how come, my brother? You are here to make money. Some people, they are just here to make money, but also they are living also life. Totally, which is different.
Okay. He left again. He has a bad network, but I think he has something very deep to say. So I'll really wish he comes back. Hello, Mr. Valeria, are you still with us?
Yeah, sure.
What's
Yeah.
happening with the network then?
Yeah, let me just add on to what the other last speaker was saying.
Okay.
In as much as buying expensive things is good, of course, a product of 100 dirhams you cannot compare with a product of 500 dirhams, same as you cannot compare the product of 500 dirhams with a product of 1,000 dirhams or 2,000, right?
Sure.
So the thing is, my point I'm trying to make is this: everybody financial level is not the same. That is the reality in life. So, like I said before, if you have the money to even to buy a body spray for 10,000 dirhams, if you have that financial capability, good and fine, do it. Spoil yourself. It's good. Do it. But generally, hygiene has nothing to do with too much money. It's all about self-conscious. There are people. Wait, let me give you a scenario. Maybe some people think this is a joke. I've been in a mall in a close range where you see people coming that they are getting out of the car what millions of people are paying. If they pass near you, what comes out of their body, you can faint. It is true. What comes out of their body is something else. So it's not all about having too much money or being poor. It's all about self-consciousness and know a taste of good things. Somebody can walk into a shop, right? Walk into a shop, right? You have perfumes of 1,000 dirhams, 2,000 dirhams, 5,000 dirhams. You understand? Somebody might look at the perfume of 5,000 dirhams and somebody can look at the perfume of 2,000 dirhams. He goes for the one for 2,000 dirhams. But if you take the two and put it on your body, you'll be shocked that there are some perfumes of 2,000 dirhams that smells much more lovely than the one I've researched it, I've tested it. That is a
Mr.
fact.
Valerie, we have a comment from Mr. Justice OK. He says, if you know the formula for confidence very well, nobody on this planet can put you down. And we have Madam Winnie. She says it's not about the cost of what you buy, but how and who uses it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The issue is knowing the taste of good thing. Not everybody have that taste to know what is lovely, what is good, especially when it comes to things, right? Not everybody have that taste. Yeah. So there are people. It's just like there are people who are rich, but if you look at them, they look so cranky. They don't know how to take care of themselves. But there are people who they manage at 1,000, 2,000 dirham salary. You look at them, you think they are from Dangote's family. They take care of us. So
Yeah,
it's all
Martha.
about and know what is good, what tastes good. That is the point.
Mr. Valerie, please, Teacher B wants to go. So let's give her
Okay.
an opportunity to give us her last word
All right. Thank
for
you.
the night. Yeah. Teacher B, please go ahead. Welcome, sir, Mr. Adetobi. Teacher B, unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, I just did. Thank you so much. I just wanted to add a little bit on what he was saying, referring to looking good is not really about cost. It depends on how well can you match colors, how well can you buy those even these less expensive output dresses or whatever you're buying, and how well can you wear it. Somebody will wear a dress of 5 dirham or even buy a spray of 5 dirham and smell so good. So it depends on how well you understand the combination of colors, how you wear it, how you package it on you. And then the last thing I want to say is to guys. Guys on the show, come closer. Let me give you some tips. I want to give you tips on how to be an attractive man. Some very little tips to make you attractive. You know, one of the first one is when a lady looks at you, the first thing he sees is your physical appearance.
You don't
What you
know.
wear, what you wear as a dress, how you look, you need to look very, very neat. There is nothing more attractive about a guy than a clean boy. There is this general notion of men, they are always waza. But if you are a clean guy, and then to spoil it up, you wear clean colors like white, these very dashing colors, captivating colors. Avoid colors that are, these shining colors. It does not go well on men. Most men will prefer these, very dim colors like brown, dark colors, cool colors, blue, yeah, cool colors. It makes you look very attractive as a man. I've said there's nothing more captivating about a guy than when you are clean. And then you top it up, you have a very nice haircut, you have very clean teeth. When you smile, it's just very captivating for a man. You can see the way even Martha, just me describing it, it's making her blush. That's just how the magic works. When you are a clean man, that's how attractive you can be when you are clean. And then the next one is your dressing, what you wear. You can wear dresses, yes, but wear dresses that suit you. Like if you're wearing a shirt, it should be your size. It should be what we call in French, sur mesure. It should be your size. When you wear things that suit you and then you understand color combination, you understand, outfit blending, it makes you very sexy and very attractive as a man. Your nails are good, they are on point. What you're wearing on your body is very captivating. To top it up, just add a very nice spray on it. Honestly, it makes you very attractive as a man. And I'm speaking from my own point of view. When I see a guy, the first thing I look at, the first thing that comes to my mind, I look at your hands, I look at your nails. That's what tells me if you're a clean person or not. I look at your toenails, I look at your nails. If I can see your underwear, like your inner wear, I take a glance at what it looks like. Those are some of the things that just give me an idea of the kind of person you are. And then if I get closer to you and I smell you, trust me, it makes me, I just have this feeling of, oh, he's so clean. Every woman wants their man to be so clean because they also want not just to show you off, especially women that are very touchy. You cannot be touching somebody that is not looking that kempt, you know. So wear clean clothes, practice wearing very attractive and clean colors. If you're wearing dresses, they should be your size.
Yeah.
As in, it should fit you. If it's a suit, it should fit you. If it's a t-shirt, it should fit you. And it should be properly ironed. It should make you look, you know, that it should give that attractive vibe in such a way that, and when you as a guy, even you dress like that and you know that, you will look at yourself in your mirror and you know that, I look good. It gives you
Royal
confidence.
boy with the flower that he's sending, the royal, the roses he's sending. Sorry for cutting you.
What's his
It
name
gives,
again now?
Flower.
someone was talking. It gives you this confidence as a man. Change your underwear.
Thanks for the roses.
Smell good now. Smell good. Thank you so much for this. Whoever is blessing me with so many
Royal boy.
flowers. Thank you so much. It boosts it's positive masculine energy. It just gives you that positive masculine energy. And it makes you very confident. You have confidence to approach even whoever.
Thanks for the roses. Thanks
There are
so
people
much.
that when you go, even me, when I'm going to work, when you look at me, before you even walk up to me, when you look at me from head to toe first, before you come and stand in front of me to talk to me, hey, you you have to think twice. But if you are somebody that has packaged himself like that, you can approach anyone because you have that self-confidence. Martha, tomorrow I'm going to work.
State of
Bye bye.
art. Thanks so much. Thanks for the roses. Guys, thanks for the gift.
Thank you so
Teacher
much.
B, these people don't want you to go anywhere. They want you to give them.
Stay. Teacher, you need to stay. You
Yes,
don't
They
need to
want
go.
you to give them more secrets. Wow, Teacher B, thank you so much. We really do appreciate you. The men are learning. Wow. Mr. Royer says your saints percent on point. Wow. Okay. We have Mr. Sab with Dr. Sab with us.
We are sample Sam on point.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Your sample on point, yeah. Thank you so much. Mr. Sejo, you were saying something, please.
I need to finish. For me, it's from the beginning. That's what I like. The last time that topic about what we are doing here. So it's about mine. If I know that I came here, it's obviously to look for life, to look for money. But am I just saving this money back home? Am I not enjoying also the money? I'm just giving you a story. I was working I think 2 years ago. I had my colleague from Kenya. So I told him, man, I just need to get a driving license. He said, he talked to me. That was just after Corona. He told me, oh, why you want to spend
you look me why?
Royal boy, I'm sorry. I have to mute you because Mr. We have to be in order, please. Mr. Sejo, you can go ahead.
Why you want to spend 9,000 or 10,000 on driving license? Hey, I need to save this money. I need to send back home, so I don't need to do those things. You know, we came here, the same thing, we came here to look for money. So I'm asking you a question. How about those people that are driving car? Those people that are coming here, they have car, they do this thing. Are they from the heaven or what? So are they from this person that from, you can say other people, Indian, they are doing it. Why not we as African? So this is where I spend my life, maybe 5 years is here. I need to enjoy every single day of this country freedom. I need to do things that I like. I can got my license, I can buy a car, I can do whatever I want. So most of us as African, we always like, we are just here to look for money. I know one guy from Uganda, this guy, he can just cook everyday garbage. You know this garbage? I don't know, in French it's like chou, it's like garbage. He cannot buy meat. For him, he can buy only cook meat only one time in a month. So the rest of the day is only buying garbage and eating this kind of lizards, those kind of frozen stuff, cheap stuff. I told him, my man, you are making money. Why can't you take care of yourself? Right? If you ask here today, all men even in Dubai, if they can take you on date, most of them they cannot even take a woman on date as African, even give that kind of. There's not even date in this country. We just
they are very stingy African men.
Exactly.
Very stingy.
Hygiene is the most important thing. As a man, which perfume? What do you have? Do you smell good? Do you shave? Do you take care of yourself? No. Some even they go for Pakistani salon, Indian salon to have a haircut. How? They said because it's very cheap. It's 5 dirham. How can I, me as African, can go for Indian haircut of 10? Can Indian shave African hair?
Impossible.
No. So I need to go to African salon. African salon is maybe 50 dirham. Every week you need to shave. Every month is like 200 dirham. So how many of us here they can afford those kind of stuff? So you just need to go and the Indian man will shave you anyhow. And tomorrow you are going to look for a girlfriend. So many they are single here. I'm telling you, African men they are single here. A lot of them. Not that there's not women. There's so many women, African women in this country, but they are single. Ask them, why are you single? They don't know basic stuff. They don't know basic manner. Even the way they approach women. If they approach women, they know only that because it's Dubai, how much I can take care of you. You can give me everything is for free. No. Some women here, they just know you cannot buy them. Haircut is problem. Even this wearing, you can go for day to day. There's normal clothes, brand, even 1 to 10 is there. You can buy a t-shirt of 20 dirham, 30 dirham, but at least wear it properly. One t-shirt is 1 week. Every week is only the same t-shirt. If you want to go outside for party, you have the only same t-shirt. How come? We said cheap things are okay. Yes, cheap things also is okay. You don't need just to buy original stuff. You can buy fake, but how are you also using those fake stuff, also fake things? One t-shirt is every day, 10 dirham to 20 dirham t-shirt. You are taking it metro, you go Burj Khalifa. You're making us feel bad, some kind of how. They say African is, once you are not clean, bro, what are you doing? Let's go one by one. Even the drink people, they drink here. Most of African, they drink 5 dirham beer. You as a human being, you drink this Red Horse, is making head. The head is too much paining the next day. And you said you are living life. So even if we get those small money, at least we need to know how we need to use this kind of money. Yeah. Not all African here, they have this kind of money. Like after Corona, if I was following my colleague, maybe now I don't have license, maybe now even I don't have car. I told him, man, this is where I live. I'm tired of this thing of metro, this thing of bus. I need to be independent, right? I give example. People in Dubai, they rent, you see someone maybe in Arcade Gate. I'll just give you a short Arcade Gate there. You see apartment, only one room like partition, 2,000 dirham. But without 2,000 dirham, if you're independent, you can even get a house this kind of Dubai South, Dubai Sports City, Arjan, Motor City. You can get a studio in a nice apartment, you just alone. You alone with your big studio, with bathroom, with balcony. Only the same amount they spend on where there's partition or where there's a bed space. Some people that they are independent themselves, they can rent out and living a better life.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things is because from the beginning is most of all African they think we came here just to look for money. So when you came to look for money, you can't also enjoy that little money you make.
To suffer.
And funny thing is what? They don't have anything back home. Those people speaking like this, they don't have anything back home. You say, oh, I've been saving money. Hey, what is your achievement? No, let's be honest. What is your achievement back home? Someone will work for 5 years, 10 years. What is your achievement back home?
Nothing.
We just need to change our mind. If every African thing good, maybe now we don't have single men here. We don't have single ladies.
Valerie is right. He's correct. He says we normalize suffering, and that's the problem with Africans. We have normalized suffering. If you're not suffering, it's like you're not African. If you're not suffering in this UAE, it's like you're wasting your own money. You've come to work and eat all your money.
Make money move. I'm giving example. There's country just here, Georgia. You have money. I mean, you can spend 2 years, 3 years. You don't want to go home. They give you local leave. You with 2,000 dirham, you can just plan any country here. You just go for vacation. Georgia is there. Europe is a part of Europe. I've been there last year. You book ticket, you go to Georgia. You don't want to go back to your home country. Just use 2,000 dirham. Ticket is 1,000 dirham. 500 is maybe this hotel or stuff. You go, you visit. You know, when you visit outside, you develop your mind. You learn from other culture. You learn. That is how. Yeah. All of us, we just say we don't want to go home. You say even here vacation. What you do even for vacation? Nothing.
You sleep.
Because you just want to make money. You want to save money. Really. Please, sister, you need to speak. Everything is about mindset. It's okay, we came here to look for money, but at least we need to look at Indian. All Indian, they have
a special request from Mr. Sergio. I will make a video on that.
Yeah. It's visa free for UAE residents. Yes, it's visa free. You can go Maldives. You can even go Egypt if you don't want to go to home country. There's a lot of countries you can go anytime. Even this Turkey, Istanbul, you can go visit. So for one thing, you spend.
I want to be the topic today. Salam alaikum.
Okay, Mr. Bless.
Someone want to speak, right? Yeah.
No. It's okay, sir. Just continue, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, let me finish, right? Yeah. You see someone, he like this life of bed space or this thing, he's going to live. Okay, he's working normally. He's legal. He's working. But because he wants a bed space, he wants to save money, he will go and rent an apartment where there's a lot of trouble. And police will come now, they arrest him, they deport him. With that small money, there's a website here. There's website for online for apartment, legal one. You can just go there. You look for apartment where you can get your comfort is about where you want to live. Some people, they spend a lot of money in partition in bed space.
Yes.
In one room. A lot of money, you ask them. With only 1,500, you have 1,500, 600, you can contact me. I'll tell you, my brother, go this place. Big, tall apartment. Dubai is out there. Al-Basha, after Al-Basha, JVC. There's their apartment. You can rent one place.
Mr. Sergio,
I'm following you for that talk.
Mr. Sergio, let me tell you the problem. Most Africans are scared of going to offices. That's why most of them prefer those partitions. You see someone, at least you have a decent salary. You have reasonable amounts to pay. You're paying bed space for 2,000, partition, sorry. You're paying partition 1,700, 2,000, 2,200. Why don't you go to the office and request that you want a studio?
Fact.
And you can get it for that same money, that same amount. We are just scared to go to those offices to get inquiries, to ask, what's the procedure? How can I get this? How much will it cost me?
Exactly, sister.
I don't understand. We love
Let me make
You're
a short
looking
point.
for someone who has already taken a flat and is giving partitions. You don't want to go there. No.
You are paying him
make a short point
2,000.
on
It's a
what
lot of money.
Mr. Valerie, you are saying something?
Yeah, let me just add one point on what Mr. Sergio is saying, right, concerning this living. It's very true. I remember I was working in, I think that was 2020, one other company I was working in before. in Alpasha South 3 near Miracle Garden. There is a very nice resort. Very nice resort by Danu. You can get a very nice suite studio for 2,300, 2,500 dirhams. Sweet. And sometimes I see some of our African people, they have been privileged to have a job. They have salary of maybe 5,000 dirhams, right? They are living in one nasty building in partition in Dera. I'm like, are you guys okay? Okay, let's say you are earning 5,000 dirhams. Okay, you don't want to remove 2,000 dirhams or 2,500 dirhams to pay for a studio. Why can't we look for someone? Studio is big. I mean, in that building I was working, you will see some of these, even Europeans, they'll come and rent a studio. 2 or 3 of them, they are living there. They are sharing their bills.
Yeah.
And they are living nice. You think they have too much money, but maybe you have to check they are making maybe 5,000, 10,000 dirham salary each. But they are living, they are sharing a studio. They have a very nice space studio in a very nice, sweet environment. I mean, just that you alone living in a very nice, sweet environment, your mentality change. Your mentality change. Though I cannot blame maybe some of us some people who are maybe you are earning 1,000, 2,000 dirhams. Okay,
Yeah,
then
Martha.
that's understandable somehow. But at least if you're privileged to get that kind of money, you can live. There are so many beautiful places in Dubai you can live cheaply.
Yeah, Martha, last point, bro. Last point. You know, my former company, this guy was from like Cameroon. He makes a business. He's like lending people. There's noise.
You can go ahead.
Yeah. And some people, they say this country, they don't give us nothing. Or you see, there's one application. I know one guy, he was using like, you borrow money, he's lending people money. You borrow money, you need to give your passport, and the interest is too much, or this. There's application here. Everyone with Emirate ID can apply for it. Anytime you have issue with money, 5,000 dirham, you pay back in 6 months. You don't need to see the person. You don't need to do anything. You just download your application with your phone. You register with your ID number, finish. You ask for money. You put your bank account, 2-3 days, you have 5,000. In 6 months, you start repaying. Every month you pay back. You don't see anyone. But most of Africans, they need... Dr. Sab, yeah, we are living outside. Anything can happen to you. You might have any emergency of money. So what you do if you have problem? What are you going to do? You now start taking your passport and go to lend the money. And this money which the person lending you the money is, they charge a lot of money per day. Right? And these things, Europeans, they are using it. They do loan, they do those things. And when we see outside, we envy them. Oh, they give them priority because they are the one, they are from this color. No, you can do those things. Like for me, anytime I need money, anytime 5,000 I need money, I just want to ask my application, please give me the money. Then tomorrow I'll give back. It's just a solution to any problem, but only for people that are working also. Also, you take this money, you need to pay back. If you didn't pay back, you can't leave the country. So it's like kind of loan. Yeah, so please, Martha, start from the beginning. Explain people that spend money on bed partition. Someone will spend 2,000 dirham. Is paying the landlord. This landlord is just eating those money is taking trip. When you can take your own place. I remember last time we were talking about one topic here. I was telling you in the comments, not everyone is living in bed space. Not everyone is taking metro in Africa. Or how many African here? Someone was telling that how many African here are living in one apartment. Bro, people are here. We have African here. You see, you can say, is this from Africa or is not from Africa? Everything is about mindset.
Yes, it's about mindset and proper planning.
Yeah.
Mr. Ferdinand Duke, I get your point. And Mr. Fred Nguti, see, it's all about the information. What you need is just this piece of information first. Don't be quick to judge and start pouring insults. Guys, please, understand something. These people are giving you this information for free. I know people, before they even advise you, before they even share you some of their business secrets, you will pay for it. And if you start coming here to be calling them motivational speakers, you lose some of these speakers who are willing to give you information for free. Stop it. These people are actually sharing their secrets on how they are living their own lives and managing their businesses. Whoever they are today, they are sharing with you some of these secrets for free. We should be grateful.
Martha,
Martha,
please try
I
to
need to
ignore
answer
those
this
negative.
person, please. I need to answer this person. He
You
said,
try to
I'm
ignore
not
those
a
negative comments.
motivational speaker. And someone said, give me advice for someone who's getting 1,000 salary. Me, as myself, when I came here, I work for 1,000 salary for how many months? I don't need to tell you my story for you
Yeah.
to know where I came from. But today, if you meet me, you might not meet me that person who was earning 1,000 before. So I'm not a motivational speaker or whatever you are speaking. If you meet me in real life, you don't know. I can't expose my life here or to prove you,
Mr.
right?
Sergio, please try to
I came
ignore those
from.
negative
No,
comments.
I know.
Let's
I
not
need to
tend
give
to
him
disturb
advice.
our thoughts.
Listen, I'm trying to give him advice. For someone getting 1,000 dirham, yes, it's possible. It's possible if you know what you want. It's not only about money, what you make. It's also about if you know what you want. I have friends here, I have local friends, they make 50,000, but every time they call you, please borrow me 100 dirham, and you'll be shocked.
Very, yeah.
There's one
Last time,
guy,
I think with me
there-
here, he was telling us about his colleague who used to earn 17,000 dirhams, but he went for vacation and he's calling them for assistance. He wants them to loan him money.
I
That's someone
myself,
who has been earning 17,000 dirhams for more than a year.
I myself, I have a friend from Tanzania, but he's using UAE passport. He's in the army. He's a big personality in the army, but he's from Africa. If you see him, you see this man is African, but sometimes he asks me even 100 dirham. He's earning more than maybe 25,000 per month. So it's not about money. It's only about if you know what you want. With 1,000, yes, it's possible. You work for 1 year, 2 years, you make paper certificate, you change job from this job to this job. After you reach that job, you make certificates. Again, you look for another. That's how you're going to go up. Nobody will come and pick you from 1,000 to 5,000. No. You work for construction, make a certificate, get security. Security, after you work for security 2 years, make certificate, go for safety or do barista course. Go for barista course with the time. After you go with the sale. After some people, they go for now mortgage. They are now real estate. So you see
Yes.
someone came from 1,000, he work for construction. Construction, he makes 6 months, he make money, he makes Sira, 2,000. After he get his Sira, he do now, he's now a security guard. After security guard, after 1 year, 2 years, he save money, he do barista course or safety officer. After he finish this barista course, he's now going in sale. After in sale, he's now in real estate. One deal like this, 30,000 dirham per day. So how are you going to say like this man is using juju money or is using witchcraft back home? No. With 1,000, it is possible because you move from stage to stage. And
It's
also, if you
possible.
meet also good people, open. We spend our time here on TikTok, just look anything. So you can learn from TikTok. You can learn what other people they done from TikTok. I'm not a mentor. I myself also am learning. Everyone speaking here, I listen, I copy, I take which advice. All of us, we are learning. No one is ahead. No one is above. No, whatever what they say. All of us here, we are learning. So with 1,000, it is possible because I myself, 2017, I was earning the same salary as you.
Let me add something. We should try. Please let me just add something to what Sergio is saying. He's right. I'll first of all plead that we should ignore those negative comments. They are normal when we have live shows like this. People will always join in and go out. According to them, it's not important, but those of us who know what we are grabbing here, we are grabbing. This person asking over and over that how do you advise someone with 1,000? I'm not earning that much. I'm not proud to say it. But what I've achieved with that, I'm in an enclosed environment. What I've achieved, so many people out there who have all the freedom don't. It is all on how to upgrade. Learn to upgrade, expand your mindset, do research, try to learn new things, study the environment that you are in. I'm inside here, I've already acquired 2 certificates that I'm not out there with the 1,300 salary that I'm receiving where I am working. Yes, you have to learn how to minimize some of your expenses. I know you might be earning the 1,000, maybe you say you have best space fee to pay. Nowadays, the courses here and that year, they always give discounts. And it's not something that they put you at gunpoint to pay. They always try that you pay at your pace. Normally, when you finish it, that's when you have the certificate. So don't sit and begin to cry every day. How can you encourage somebody 1,000? How can you encourage somebody 1,000? You try to minimize your costs. Drop some of those high lifestyle. Achieve what you want. Start with 1,000. Upgrade. Go. You don't never can tell. You find yourself in 15,000 someday. Always try to learn. There's this guy, Mr. White, on this TikTok. He always advised that there are courses like this, working in the airport. There are courses like this. Try to go to, thank God for social media. Try to go to Google. Do research on these free courses. Some are even free online courses, even though some are not free. But once that you even search about a course, you are called. That's one thing I saw in this country. I say, wow. As you just enter and put your phone number, they call you the next day.
Wow.
You want to know more? Seriously. As you just enter, you see a course or you want to just try to apply, they ask you to fill your information. As you fill your information, they call you the next day. They orientate you more about it, free of charge.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to take the course. They even tell you can start by paying like this. Of course, you pay gradually.
Wow.
When you do a course like that, you achieve the certificate. You now learn how to solve problems concerning that field that you have studied. Learn it online. YouTube, TikTok is there to help us. Google is there to help us. YouTube is also there.
Yeah.
There is nothing that is not found on social media. There is nothing not found on Google. Anything you want to learn, find it on Google. It's not like we are doing motivational speaking here, but we learn every day. Nobody's all-knowing. Nobody's all-knowing. I'm proud to say I'm a home teacher nanny where I am right now. I've shut down 2 years of my life to achieve this. But as I'm inside, I've done 2 extra courses. I can come out now and be a teacher in a classroom. Nobody will know where I was.
Yeah.
So it is not all about how much you earn. Yes, you can have the 1,000, you stay in a bed space, but it's for a while. Have the mindset of exploiting, exploding, expanding. Don't have the mindset of limiting yourself. I know we have problems, family problems. At times we need to tell those family that, hold on a little, let me achieve this. I told my family that, hold on a little, let me achieve this. Hold on a little. If you die today with all the stress you're stressing in this country, those families down there will still live. They will even send millions to import your corpse. Seriously, we wonder where they get the millions to import you a dead body. But they cannot send you
transport the corpse back home.
But they cannot send you that money to invest in yourself here.
Impossible.
You want to kill yourself for them. And the 1,000, start, invest on yourself. Invest on yourself. It's not about discouragement. It's all about mindset. Think big. Expand your thoughts. Expand your know-how. Thank you very much.
Hello, can I just chip in something?
Okay, Mr. Royal Boy.
All right. Good evening to everyone. I just want to make us to blind our eyes with respect to this Mr. Kevin on the comment section. He's rather saying people should talk on experiences. Now, I am just new in the UAE. I'm approaching my 1 year. Like in a few days' time, I will be 1 year in the UAE. But I can proudly tell you that with the experiences I've had within this year, there are people who I met here. They have been here like for 4-5 years. But I can tell you that with what I came and met them with, I just discovered that they are just so bitter. You know, some people, there are some environments when you find yourself that you just have to quit. When I came here at first, I found myself somewhere because I was actually new. I had to just look for a place to stay, and I was living in one flat. In that flat, I just discovered that a lot of people who live there are just so discouraged, and I had to shift. At one point in time, they were telling me, no, you are wrong, you are shifting. Who do you think you are? And I was shifting because I could feel the negative energy. You know, those kind of people, when they see you, you have a high dream, you want to achieve something high, and they're telling you, no, who do you think you are? You're just coming. You're still warming. You're warming up. You cannot make it. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. And when you are applying, they are discouraging you. Even for interviews, man, don't waste your time. You go, they will not take you. And I just, when I shifted from that flat, it never even took me up to 2 weeks and I had the job that I'm doing now.
Wow.
Now I just had to discover the kind of people. Sometimes it's just the mindset of the people that you are around, you see. Let this man not come and talk as if people are not talking out of experience. I'm there, of course. These experiences are not only, if something is coming from one person, it can be a lie. But if it is the experience of one or two people visible in front of you, then it's no longer a lie. This is something that we all can go in the internet and we Google it and we find it. Just the fact that he's talking like this, you know very well that he's misinformed. He's not even informed about what is going on. I doubt even if he's in the UAE here. But if he's here, even though you are those kind of people who have wasted time here and still you cannot really understand the system. That's how it is.
Probably Joshua, I
For
think
So
your
me,
Martha,
intention
sorry,
is
sorry, Martha.
it's just to stay positive.
I think I need to come in here. Please, let us not lose focus. What Kevin said, they are not totally wrong. We can address his issue like real Royal Boy just explained now, and I think Sergio also touched it. Sergio only gave you his own experience and what he can do. It doesn't make Sergio to be 100% correct in other people's case. And it doesn't make Sergio to be wrong in other people's case. So it's just his own experience. The host already addressed the issue that was not properly put in place, and that is calling other people motivational speaker. And that should have addressed it. Let us not flog it. But the question that Kevin raised is absolutely correct. Guys, let us not lose focus. When I'm talking about somebody that is earning 15,000, 10,000, 5,000, do this, do that, it does not apply to somebody that is earning 1,000. We have a lot of African people that are earning that. So the question that Kevin raised wasn't wrong at all, gentlemen and ladies. So let us not flog it too much as if he's asking a wrong question. No, we only need to explain that, look, if you are earning 1,000, this is what you can do. There's one lady here, one of my sisters here, explained it that, look, when you are earning 1,000, even Sergio mentioned it, if you are earning 1,000, you can develop yourself. You can look for more job or you can look for a better job. And from that, you increase your income and you can do certain things. So his question wasn't out of place. So please, let us not flog it. He has mentioned that, let's address it because it will benefit some other people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Adekunle.
insulting him. That's why I said my point on that 1,000 issue. We are not insulting him. We are just also addressing it. Like he has mentioned in the comment section that he works, he's not suffering. And I've also replied that we are not insulting him. We are also answering because those who are earning that salary range, like myself inclusive, we can manage like this. I've also given some points. Like our brother also mentioned concerning our mindsets, we should try to aim high, as I earlier mentioned. We should not limit ourselves. People come in this country thinking of, I'm coming to look for a nanny job, I'm coming to look for a cleaning job. Like a sister came here earlier and was saying she's looking for a cleaning job, and somebody asked, why a cleaning job? I asked, what else can you do? She said she can teach. And I asked, are you a professional teacher or you can? But she left somehow. We should not leave home with our mindset of limits. I learned all of this while I'm inside here, only on talks like this on social media as well. We come to the country with our mindset on just looking for menial jobs. We don't think of we can achieve those office job, white collar jobs as well. Somebody like me, from my country, left advanced level with management skill, management, whatever. you know coming here, why didn't I also think that I could maybe do a course in management and enter their white collar jobs? But misinformation and misorientation, I always say that to myself because I'm the one of the case of abandoning the airport. So, all those kind of things. We come to the country like those. Somebody said, "I'm not in this country." Yes, those who are anticipated to come in, it's not that bad, but where we find ourselves, situation make us to find ourselves in certain places, like certain jobs that we are there. Like myself, my story is really a bitter one, but I don't want to go over it. But we learn every day. We should not come to the country belittling ourselves on looking
Lady
only for
Ann,
menial jobs. Yes, please.
Lady Ann, thank you so much. Let's act as if that guy is no longer here. Let's just leave Kevin. He should stay there in the comment section. We'll keep reading, but no problem, no issues. Let's let Dr. Saab say something because my time is up. My time has passed long ago. Remember, we are live Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is already 9:49, and this is not good for me. Hello, Dr. Saab. Dr. Saab, please, if you're still with us, unmute yourself. Okay, Dr. Saab is not available. The last speaker we have is Katie Derrick. Please, Mr. Katie Derrick, unmute yourself. Hello, sir. Are you with us? Is it my network?
Hello, host.
Thanks for joining, sir. Good evening to you.
Good evening. Wow, I've been listening from the background. I was just spoken. I didn't even know that my request was approved. Thank you very much, host.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I listened to one man. He was talking about how, like, I love the one of the speaker. He said something that struck me. He said talking about someone earning 1,000 and then the person can work and to improve themselves, by doing some course or something like this. I will not go deep to that, but I love what he said. I want to say, sir, thank you very much for those points. They are so amazing. Yeah, I mean, you have such a powerful point. Yeah, actually, my name is Derek. From Cameroon. So what happens to me was that I was studying in Ukraine. So while I was studying in Ukraine, after my program, I called my dad. I said, Dad, you know what? I'm coming back home. I'm going to do, like, he said, why are you coming back home? I said, I'm going to Abu Dhabi. I didn't even know anything about Abu Dhabi. I have it in a vision while I was playing. So I wrote it down. And when I came home, I told my dad, I said, I'm going after 1 month. I just came 1 month, Abu Dhabi. So all my friends back there were begging me, Dad, why are you going back to Abu Dhabi? We don't even know what's happening. We tried to browse it. It was Arab country. So when I came to Abu Dhabi, I have cousin here. So then there is Asia. I said, no, I don't need anybody. I'm going to Abu Dhabi. I dropped in Dubai. They said I should stay 1 day. I said, I'm going to Abu Dhabi. I came to Abu Dhabi. They gave me a place to stay, which I was. And then I asked them, can I know some industrial side where they have companies like they do oil and gas, because I'm a petroleum engineer. So,
okay.
So I started applying. I said, if it's not petroleum job or processing, I'm not doing, because in Cameroon, I did petrochemical engineering. So what I did was I had job for waiter. I went for interview for waiter and others. My friends were doing CV for me. Some guys I met, I told them, bro, I'm not going to do waiter. I went there, they said 2.5. I said, sorry, I don't want, So I keep pressing that I need what is related to processing or oil and gas. I know I'm an engineer, so I need something that field. So I have a lot of proposals from all the corners, but I said no. So what happened? This new company, they saw me on Indeed. I said a lot of people saying they can't get job in Indeed. That's where I get mine. They saw my CV on Indeed. They interviewed me. Hey, sir, can we talk? An interview. We produce. Normally, I work in this company presently. We produce drinks, non-alcoholic drinks. But this drink is called kombucha. It's a new kind of drinks in UAE. So Middle East in total. So what happened? I went for interview. No, these people were not even asking me about processing of drinks. They were asking me processing of petroleum. And this my boss working ADNOC, so he's an European. I started giving him all the processing. I was talking. He was like, man, are we sure we are going to pay you? We will have the money to pay because you speak with so much intelligence. I said, sir, I don't know, but I believe the beginning we can all start, because for a baby to grow up, it takes stages. He said, what do you mean, sir? I said, I mean that you can pay me what I will ask, which is a basic, and then with time you can increase it. He said, oh, okay. So how much can that be? I said 20,000. He was like, oh man. So So I said, no, sir. I mean, I gave him the number. He was okay with it, and we work with it. And then the whole team, they are coming in. I'm the one training them now. I've been working in this company now 1 year. 1 year now. I'm the first employee in this company. Now, why am I giving this story? Why am I giving this story? Just to encourage someone out there that we should stand on what we want. We should stand on what we want. And if we cannot get what we want, and then we improve ourselves. I said something at the comment section. I said, everything can be learned, and everything learned can be what? Enhanced, can be improved, So I don't know some of the challenges and things we are going up, but I said to myself, do I work as a brewer in this company? I'm going to work in ADNOC. My boss called me, I think 1 month ago. He said, how many years you have to work with us? I said, boss, maximum is 4. He said, why? I said, because I need to join you in ADNOC. He was like, I know, but please, can you do 6? I said, I'm sorry. Maximum is 4, but if I have a tomorrow interview for ADNOC, I'm going. If I'm going. So the wife and him, they started begging that Derek, please, would like you to stay. I was like, no, but sorry, I can't. If I have the interview tomorrow, I'm leaving. But remember, if I have 10,000 in any other field, I'm not going. If I have 7,000 in any field, I'm not going. It must be oil and gas. Why am I putting my interest in this? I wrote some courses. I want to encourage a lot of Cameroonians in this group. Please try to make friends with Nigerians. Because the person who advised me to take courses, a lot of courses I wrote in Mustafa were Nigerian guys. A lot of production courses which I took with Nigerian guys. They encouraged me so much. They were so much aware when they saw my certificate and everything. So even when my boss saw my LinkedIn, he called me. I was begging, Derek, please don't leave. We need you here. Okay, let's do the 4 years. I'm like, man, I'm still 1 year. So my story might be different from someone here. And a lot of people have answered this question of uncomfortable trying. Derek, why did you leave Europe and come to UAE? I have my reason. If I lived here, I have my uncle in Canada, I have my uncle in America, I have my uncle in UK, and the one in Germany. If I live here to US, I'll make big money. Now, UAE is a platform where everyone can grow. Don't forget this. It's a platform where every man can grow. If you're aiming 1,000, someone aiming 5,000, you might be living the best life, but you need to improve yourself. Please, improvement is a power to break out from our limitation, from our levels. Please, let's improve ourselves. Once again, I want to thank the host for bringing me up. I'm so I just had to go back to my dinner. I'm trying to get some egg and plantain. So, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Wow. Thank you so much for closing this program this way. Well, even our mommy is here saying your story is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Guys, mommy graciousness is asking that someone mentioned about how you can get loan out here in the UAE. I'm sure, and I'm sure that was Mr. Sejo. Mr. Sejo, you made mention of that, and our mommy has been asking several times. She's asking on how she can go about it. And I remember the last time Mr. Think With Me, he also mentioned something about taking a loan here in the UAE. And I'm sure Mr. Emas God as well mentioned something on our last show. And mommy, I don't know if you can connect with Mr. Sejo. You can connect as well with Mr. Think With Me and Mr. Emas God. They made mention of that. So they can help you. But for now, our time is up. Yeah, our time is up. Mr. Derek, people are here requesting that they need to hear more from you. They need to hear more from you, please. So on Friday, I don't know if you can come. We'll be live on Friday, 7 p.m. So you can come, please, because people want to hear more from you. And usually we are live, I told you the last time, twice a week. Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So please come and encourage our people.
I'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of this program. See you guys on Friday.
Martha, before you round up, tell Sergio and Kevin to follow each other so that this their battle, they can finish it among themselves.
Yeah, okay.
The two of them have been writing back and front to each other. So tell them to follow each other.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adetobi. Mr. Sejo and Mr. Kelvin, please follow each other so you can finish your fight behind. We don't know how. We don't want to know how it will end.
Mr. Kevin, I've PV'd you. Go and answer me, please.
Okay.
PV'd you. Go and answer me.
Oh, God.
Everything everyone is saying.
Okay, guys, good night. I have duty tomorrow. See you guys on Friday.
Night.
Bye.
Everyone.
Enjoy the rest of your week.